Average male lasts about
150 strokes.
150 strokes.
One.
Oh!
Two. Fairly good parents. Three.
Fairly good parents!
Or you can be like the teacher from Jimmy Neutron.
And then you can be a llama with that.
Llamas.
That kills people!
The Christian. And with that, welcome to Sport Ball.
Sport ball!
Oh, shit.
Sport ball!
We're back. We're going to try to be on video for more this time. We've actually, did some research on the camera.
Yeah.
So it stops about every 10 minutes, but we will just go ahead and keep starting it.
So we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes.
We're experimenting, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it. Are we sure it's going? I can't see the reflection.
By the way, this is Dom. 3, 2, 1.
This is Aaron. 3, 2, 1.
And unfortunately, we're going to have to sync each time, but we'll cut that out.
Yeah, or maybe not. Fuck it. Maybe we might give you the real experience.
Oh, no, we're definitely going to have to sync.
Yeah.
We're definitely
yeah.
But anyway, this is Sport Ball.
Sport Ball.
Back. We're in week 14 of the NFL season. Our picks did not do well last week. But we'll talk about that much later.
Speak for yourself, dude.
We'll definitely talk about that later. Some big news in the NFL. Baker Mayfield gets released from the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Panthers jumped to number 1 in our power rankings after we released...
Instantly.
we released Baker Mayfield.
Alright, let's tame it down a little bit.
It's no longer at home with Baker from Progressive. It's just moving with Baker.
On the road.
On the road.
On the road with Baker
I
Mayfield.
really wish they would have continued doing those commercials and literally just had him at home.
He's like, well...
Just at home.
I say next year he will be at home.
That's true. Well, I mean, he's going to be a free agent, but you got to look at the free agent class.
If he can get past his ego and just accept that he should be a backup...
You can.
Yeah.
He can.
He's not like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold can accept the backup.
Watch. Baker will go be a backup for someone like Kenny Pickett. And like he'll sit on the bench and make like $3 million a year, and he'll just be like,
backup quarterback is the best job in the world. You don't have to do anything. You get paid $3 million.
Didn't know he was gonna be the third string behind Kenny Pickett and whoever the draft this year.
That's true. Who is
Kenny
that?
Pickett's playing
Mitch
fine.
Trubisky.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett's playing fine.
Yeah,
it's his rookie year. He hasn't thrown 3 pickets in a minute.
That's wild. He hasn't thrown a pick, I think, in like 3 games.
He'll be fine.
Listen,
the Steelers are good at finding their people. They're good at finding coaches they stick with. They've only had 3 since like the 60s.
They've only had, I think, 3 in their existence. 3 or 4.
Jeez.
But again,
and Tomlin's going to be there until he's like 70.
Even if Kenny Pickett's playing good, if Deshaun gets back into form, you're never going to win the division with the 4th best quarterback. You got to go out and get someone special.
You're assuming that Lamar stays.
Yeah.
Okay. We should bookmark that. Where do we think Lamar will go?
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's Sport Ball.
That's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Fuck, it is so confusing our episode now because we've been like so.
Yeah, we're on episode.
Is this episode 10?
12. No, we're on episode 12 because we're 2 weeks behind. So we're on episode 12 and we're on week 14.
Oh, we've only missed 2 weeks.
Yeah, we missed the 2 weeks that I was dead. Oh, we missed 3 weeks. We didn't do Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we're on episode 11. And this is week 14.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's right. Because last week was episode 10. Yeah.
We don't even know what's going on our own podcast, but it's fine. We chilling.
I forgot we missed Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was my bad though because I was out of town.
That's fine. It was Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, my guy.
I wasn't out of town for Thanksgiving though.
Also, this is being recorded on Wednesday night because, shit happens.
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Listen, we were not going to record until Baker had a home.
That's right. Yeah, we were waiting for Baker to have a home.
Yeah, out of respect.
Out of respect.
Just kidding. Out of disrespect for Baker.
Yeah, so it's a Wednesday night. So we're going to talk a little bit about the hockey games that's going on tonight. Mm-hmm. So we got the Caps and the Flyers, the Sabres and the Blue Jackets.
Skipping the games going on tonight, can we talk about the Devils being I think it's only the 6th time in the entire NHL existence that a team has won 21 out of their first 26 games. They're 21-4-1. That's fucking ridiculous. And all their guys are so young.
Jesus Christ, the next closest team is 14-6-6.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes have been on a slide. We lost in overtime to the Ducks last night.
We're 4-1-5.
Yeah,
we've lost 5 overtime games in the last 10.
And we've only lost 6 on the season. So Yeah. We've had a hard time putting games away. Hurricanes are not looking great at all.
Look at the goal differential. The Devils have scored 39 more.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god!
Canes have scored 4.
And none of us had the Devils even go to the playoffs.
No.
Yeah.
I think they might hit that wall, though.
But at 24,
I think-
at 21-4-4 or 21.
Yes, they got a cushion.
They got some breathing room, but I don't know
Oh,
about
the Bruins with a 43-point difference.
Yeah, man. And they're 8-1-1 in their last 10. The Bruins are on a streak, man. The only reason people aren't talking about the Bruins so much is just because the Devils are so hot.
Yeah, because the Bruins were expected to be good.
Yeah.
And they've been consistently good.
The best goal differential in the West is the Golden Knights at 23.
Look at both the expansion teams in the Pacific right there.
And you
man.
said you all said Seattle was going to take a while.
Yes, but I still had them in my playoff.
That's
prediction.
true. I do too.
Yeah, but
And I had the Kings.
This is their second season, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, but dude, I haven't followed hockey in a decade.
That's true. I mean, the most I know about hockey is who I can play SNL.
Yeah, well, you were saying that, and then look at my NBA predictions, and those are horrendous.
Yeah, you had the Bulls.
Number one. Hey, it's a long season.
It is a long
It's a
season.
long season.
Speaking of people who are having a long season, the Senators once again are having a long season.
They're not too bad. Look at the West.
The West.
Look at
Yeah,
the West.
I've heard the West.
And then scroll down.
Oh!
And look at the Ducks. The team the Hurricanes just blew a fucking game to.
Look at the Yotes
Look
and
at-
the Blackhawks.
Well, the Yotes, yeah, they're the fucking Yotes. They're 1-6-3.
1-8-1 for the Blackhawks.
Scroll down though. Look at the goal differential for the Ducks, -45.
Oh my god!
the Flames are even on the season.
Flames need to get better.
Yeah, Flames are a big disappointment this season. Honestly, so are the Oilers. For both those teams to be out of the top 3 right now for the Pacific is really shocking. I don't think at the beginning of the season anyone would have had the Golden Knights, Kraken, and Kings being your top 3.
Definitely not the Kings.
Nah, and throughout the first quarter of the season, no one ever would have guessed that.
I wanted to put the Wild up that high either.
Yeah, because they had a really bad start to the season. I think in their first 10 games, they only had two wins.
And the defending Cup champions, Avalanche.
Yeah, well, they're injury ridden right now. They're having some trouble with that. Avalanche are still a really good team. They just need to get their people back, just like the Hornets. We have nobody.
They need to get their people back from the 90s.
They need
Well,
to get
no,
their
the
people
Larry
from
Johnson alive.
jail.
No, dude. You haven't the Hornets. We have Gordon Hayward, who's been out.
Oh yeah, we have an insider now.
Yeah.
We have an insider.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh yeah. I don't want to. On the
gonna hurt me?
actual broadcast, I don't know if I want to talk about the new job, just in case I say anything too horrendous out
No,
here.
you're good. You're good.
You know, but no, but yeah, with hockey, I think the Central minus the Avalanche. If you swap the Avalanche and the Jets, I think people would kind of
Be okay.
be okay with that. But also you look up at the Jets. They've played 3 more games than the Avalanche have as well.
It's true.
And
Sorry, one more.
But then look at the Pacific. I
But
mean,
there's also only a 6-point
if you were to
difference.
flip the Golden Knights and Kraken with the Oilers and the Flames, nobody would complain.
No, but also some history is being made out in the Eastern Conference for an original 6 team, the Maple Leafs. Mitch Marner has broken a record and is now on a 20-game point streak. 20 games. The previous record for the Leafs was an 18-point streak. And he's at 20.
What about Gretzky? Gretzky I know he played for the Oilers, but I know he was.
Let me look. I'm not sure. Talk about someone else for a second.
But yeah,
Oilers and the Kings.
he played for the King.
He also played for the Blues for 3 days. Fun fact.
Dude, I was listening to a podcast. It was Will Arnett's podcast. I can't remember the name of it. Him and a couple other celebrities do it, and he had Wayne Gretzky on. And dude, Gretzky, I didn't even realize this. Gretzky started playing at 16. He was not that young.
He was a late bloomer.
Yeah, he was 17. He wasn't even out of high school yet, and he was playing in almost the major leagues.
Oh, I thought you meant he started playing. He picked
He
picked up a puck in a
So
they said at age 5 that they literally had to sit him because he made the other kids feel bad. He was scoring so many goals. He was always playing in an age group higher than what he was supposed to play in.
So what's Gretzky's record?
Yeah, I got to hear this.
What would
How many games are in a season?
82.
82. What would your guess be?
140.
You're going over multiple seasons?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not.
No, that's not over. Okay.
No.
64.
No, you're shooting a little too high. 51.
I was okay. All right.
51.
Consecutive games.
When counting games from the
That counts
82.
as assists,
Hold on.
right?
When
Yeah,
counting games
goals or
from the
assists.
82-83 season, when in the 83 and 84 is when he had 51 point streak. Counting games from the 82-83 season, the streak reaches 60 games. And I think people, I've seen a few people talk about this now, and I think it's very true and it's really cool, is that across every other sport pretty much, there's a debate for who
Is the best.
the GOAT is.
There's literally no debate in hockey.
There's no debate.
Gretzky.
Anyone in hockey will tell you it is Wayne Gretzky. That's why
Any great player will tell you it's
that's
Gretzky.
why his number is retired across the NHL.
Yeah.
No one can be 99 because he is that insane. I mean, I think the one record that he holds, I think, really just tells people how dominant he is that
Points scored?
yes,
Total or in a
points,
season?
total,
Probably
just
both.
total points.
Nobody can touch that.
Total points. If you take away all of his goals, he still leads. Just with assists. He has 1,900 assists. Bro.
Oh my god! And that's also a testament to hockey that the sport hasn't really changed.
No, it hasn't.
Like
No.
baseball hasn't really changed
Like,
either.
like they've
baseball's
changed.
changed.
They've
Like-
changed.
like
but-
hockey's gotten more serious about like you can't slash the fuck out of anybody anymore and stuff like that.
and you can't
but
literally.
I can't commit
you have to wear a
crimes.
helmet.
yeah, like it's becoming more of a skill oriented game rather than a physical game.
Well,
Yeah,
so is
but
basketball
still-
and football.
Yes, but you look at the game itself is very much similar to how it's been since the NHL was founded.
It's
Yeah.
just there's
But
just
that's
more
why
nuance.
NBA is so
Yes.
hard because
Yes.
you have to think about it. A lot of the great players, like Kareem and the older guys, they didn't even play with a fucking 3-point line.
Well, there was a
Well,
there was a
Kareem,
video.
I'd say 3-point
Not-
line
not-
it was in like the
Not Kareem. I'm thinking of Doctor. Who was the really old Bill Russell?
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
3-point line was instituted in like
or like
it was late. It was either late 70s or early 80s.
Chamberlain was in the 70s.
Dude,
60s
Will
and
Chamberlain
70s.
putting 100 points up is ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Nobody
if
could stop him. He was
I
a
say
foot
yeah,
taller
but,
than everybody else.
but if you adjust the pace because the pace of play back then was so high to like today's pace, it would have only been like a 60-point game.
Still a lot.
I think something that's really
Yeah, but Devin Booker scored 70 and Kobe scored 82.
I forgot about Kobe.
If you put Kobe's 82 in Will Chamberlain's pace of play from when he scored 100, I think it would have been like 120 something points.
Jesus.
Speaking on that same point though, to like how much
Agreed.
the game has changed. I even saw a TikTok like yesterday. It was about like how players would react back in the day with Steph Curry, and it's like how is he allowed to do this? Like this can't be allowed. It's like in the fucking movie with Will Ferrell how they invent the alley oop and they're like
Semi-pro, bro. That's like
Yeah.
the greatest movie
They're
of
like-
all time. Yeah, they're like they literally had no idea that how to stop us
Yeah.
alley oop.
yeah
Now obviously that's.
that's
fake.
not that's
It's
fake, but still.
What do you mean? Coffee Black is not a real player? What? His name is the player who does the alley oop from. Wow, it already stopped. The player who did the alley oop from Will Ferrell was named Coffee Black.
I know not. Coffee Black.
All right, we're good again. Go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, so Coffee Black.
Yeah.
Probably the best player in history of basketball. Done with some football, obviously. Yes.
What the fuck was Will Ferrell's name in that? Oh my god. Oh, Jackie Moon. Jackie Moon. I want to get a Jackie Moon jersey.
Oh yeah, that's like the
Flint Tropics, baby.
yeah.
Let's get tropical.
See, I knew the jerseys were Tropics, and you said semi-pro, and my brain was like, "Isn't that the movie Tropic Thunder?"
Oh, that's a great movie too, bro. That's a great dude. Like, fucking Robert Downey Jr., bro. He does blackface in that movie. Like the whole movie. Oh my god.
Different times.
Different times, man. Yeah. I think he could still get away with doing that today.
You think so?
No.
Okay, I was about to say that better not be a real take.
No.
That's the hottest take ever.
Wow.
I think there should be a Tropical Thunder 2.
They should do a Tropic Thunder. I mean, I don't really
Tropic
think
Thunder.
Jack Black was in that movie too.
But instead of having someone doing blackface, you have a bunch of black guys do whiteface.
Can it be like a?
We're treading on fucking NBA on TNT lines here.
Can it be a Keegan Mike and Peele production?
Dude, I started watching some Medea live skits and stuff like that. Dude, Tyler Perry's fucking hilarious. Like, I love it when he starts laughing, and then you can hear the Tyler Perry laugh come out when he's Medea, and then he's like, it's just his voice. He's like, yo, we gotta chill. As he's Medea. Oh,
you'll find that eventually.
No, that's fine. But yeah. But anyway,
hockey.
The games that are going on tonight. We do have the. Where'd it go?
Where is it?
I know it was the Flyers and the Capitals.
Capitals gonna win.
Oh yeah, easily.
Well, I don't know about easily. Capitals kind of dookie so far this season too.
Oh, that's true. They are getting old.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting real old.
Well, we can say the same thing about the Bruins, and they're top of their division. So.
Sabres and Blue Jackets. I don't really even know. I would say Blue Jackets.
That's Battle of the Dookie. That's Battle of the Duke. I would take the Sabres. They're a little bit better than the Blue Jackets. I would say.
I've always known the Sabres to be like dog shit.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, but you
Good
know,
point.
I think the Sabres and Blue Jackets are both kind of synonymous with mediocre.
At best. Who's next?
I think the best game tonight is going to be the Rangers and the Golden Knights.
Go Knights.
I would say the Bruins and the Avalanche, if the Avalanche, like I said earlier, weren't so stricken with injury. But yeah, I think Rangers and Golden Knights is a good game. I'm going to take the Golden Knights in that one. At home, in Vegas, yeah. I think the upset of the night is going to be the Coyotes over the Oilers.
Okay. Ooh. I'll definitely take that. Ryan, can you give that a little tap over there?
Oh my god.
Keep her alive, buddy.
But yeah.
I like the battle of the sea animals.
The Yucks and the Sharks.
Yeah.
Well, the Canucks really isn't a sea animal.
What the fuck is a Canuck?
It's a Canadian.
Oh.
Yeah, but they.
That's
that's
why they're.
But they're the whale.
That's why their reverse retro is just a dude skating. It's because he's a Canadian dude.
Oh.
So a Canuck is a Canadian guy, and the reason they have the whale is just because that's something that you can see.
Killer whale, yeah.
Yeah,
They're killer whale.
yeah, you can see those off the coast.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Or killer
Canadians
whales
are also sea creatures, you know.
Killer whales are fucking like brutal.
They're killer.
Oh, they
really?
play with their prey. Like they'll throw.
Just like my cat.
Yeah. Bro, I saw that picture of Portland holding Jasper, and I was like, Jesus Christ, those cats are so cute, man. They're so fucking cute. Oh man.
We've gained an outdoor cat.
Oh no! What are you up to? 5?
So we had 4 inside, and then we ended up having one of our cats transfer to being an outdoor cat. She's been outside for like 2 years now.
Okay.
She loves it. She's always wanted just to go outside all the time. She's an outdoor cat, and then since she's been out and like we feed her outside and everything, there's another one that showed up. It's like a gray cat with some orange eyes, and we just call him Smokey.
Yeah.
Because he's that kind of color. But he comes up and he just hangs in our yard like all day with our cat that's outside is Luna. Just hangs with her like all day, and then we feed him too, and he just sits
So
there.
who's inside? Jasper, Donnie, Portland, and Pumpkin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Pumpkin's getting up there, man.
I was gonna say, I thought she was getting kind of old.
Yeah, she's like 10.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Not too bad.
I showed you that Maine Coon that Ashley's aunt had, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'll have to show you later.
Yeah.
He's a badass.
Oh, dude, Maine Coons. Dude, I thought Portland was that for so long because he was.
So
big.
he's not.
No,
Okay.
No, he's not.
I think he's the same kind of cat as Nico.
Yeah.
Because Nico's not a Maine Coon. Nico's
No.
fat, bro. I fucking love that cat. That cat's fat.
We got to get some pictures of the cats up while we're talking about them.
Oh yeah. We'll at the end of the podcast, we'll
Put a little furry face to the name, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just show pictures from the movie Cats.
James Corden. We're just gonna put up pictures of James Corden. Oh man.
I need to watch that movie.
The Cats.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to watch that.
Listen, it's so bad I have to experience it.
That's
Go
true.
back to
And
the standings first.
Ryan does like to.
I love horrible things.
No, for the NBA.
Oh yeah. Ryan does like to watch bad movies.
Yeah, it's just, I have to experience it. Otherwise, I can't talk crap about it.
At least we're not 5-20.
What was that? What's the movie that you say eat shit and live? It's a horror movie.
Oh, that's Sleepaway Camp 1.
Yeah.
There's a baseball scene, And there's this brother and sister, or I guess they're cousins actually. And and this one guy keeps picking on his cousin. And so they get into a fight, and the guy tells the little boy, "Eat shit and die," and the kid goes, "Eat shit and live."
Hell yeah.
Isn't that the movie that like the girl has to pretend to be a boy? Or the girl thinks that she's a boy?
I eat pieces
Spoiler
of
alert.
shit like you for
sorry,
breakfast.
spoilers alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert for a movie from the 80s.
God, the 80s were such a time for horror movies.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat shit for breakfast? No!
I love it when people back themselves into a corner. God bless it. Back to sports. Segue.
Oh,
Seg.
no, there's some on the bottle over here and
Whoa.
over there.
Whoa.
Happy Gilmore's the best movie ever created. Come at me, bro.
Shooter McGavin, he's the best golfer ever made, ever played. I saw a tweet, it's probably fake, but like somebody came up to the actor who played Shooter McGavin, and he was like, "Oh, Shooter," and he was like, "Bro, grow the fuck up." The movie was 30 years ago, and then he flicked him off and shot a water gun at him.
That guy's been an asshole. Like, he wasn't playing a character. That boy's just an asshole.
No, he is just an asshole, yeah. But we're going to move on to the segue. We're going to move...
Speaking of Shooter McGavin, let's talk about shooting threes.
Yeah, let's talk about shooting threes. And the team who can't shoot threes is the Orlando Magic at 5-20 at the bottom of the standings.
Don't be dissing my Orlando Magic now. Listen.
Everyone wants Victor Wembanyama.
Their rookies are playing so good.
Banchero.
Do they still have Mo Bamba?
Yeah, they do. And hold on, I gotta tell you about this. So Paolo Banchero, the number 1 overall pick, is a rookie. He's averaging like 25, 8, and 5.
Yeah, he is.
Oh no, 23, 8, and 5.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year.
Banchero's insane.
It's either him or Benedict Mathurin from the Pacers.
Benedict
Mathurin.
What a fucking name.
Yeah.
Sounds
Also,
like Trader Benedict Arnold.
Also, thank God for the Orlando Magic. They've revived the career of Bol Bol.
Bol.
Dude, Bol Bol off the bench is averaging like 14 points per game.
Damn.
Bro, he's killing it. Paolo even said, man, everyone talks about Victor Wembanyama about being like 7'4" and can shoot. We already got one of those on our team.
Yeah.
And they're about to have another one.
It's true.
Being fucking 5-20.
You got to win the lottery.
Yeah, well, the lottery hates Charlotte, so we're not winning it.
And then worst team in the West is the Spurs. Kind of
Expected.
Yeah,
expected.
Dude, again, I was watching TNT on the TNT guys, and fucking Charles Barkley, when he went on that tangent about big women down in San Antonio. He's like, they got some big women down in San Antonio that like to eat some churros. And he kept doing this, and Shaq is fucking losing his mind. And Shaq is like, bro, you eating churros? He's like, yeah. And then he comes back like a few months later, and he's like, I need to apologize to the city of the women of San Antonio because I just had a churro last night, and I can see why. Bro, Charles Barkley's got to be one of the funniest human beings on TV.
He's also one of the nicest human beings.
That's what I've heard. Him and Shaq are like unbelievably nice.
Well, Shaq, dude, I also love Shaq because if you don't know, I make EDM music and love that.
Oh, bro, DJ Diesel?
DJ Diesel, bro. And you know what's really cool is that it's not something he just like thought he just wanted to do or whatever. It's like he's been DJing since the 80s.
Yeah, he's been a DJ
which
for a
is
very
so
long time.
Cool. And then he said he went to a EDM festival one time, and he said the people were so nice and the atmosphere was so great. He was like, I want to be a part of this.
I would lose my fucking mind if I went to an EDM show and fucking DJ Diesel comes up.
Dude, well, he plays shows pretty often.
Yeah.
He gets festivals and all that because he has so many collabs with like big artists now. Because his voice, he doesn't really produce anything. No. But he just does like really good vocals for him. He has that Shaq voice,
He's
dude.
the Shaq.
It's like,
He's
yeah, dude.
He's Shazam.
He's Shazam. I love his name too.
Oh, no,
DJ Diesel.
Or is it Kazam?
No, it's Shazam.
Oh, sweet.
It's Shazam.
Come Zam.
Yo, that movie. Shout out to Disney Plus for having Shazam on it.
They really do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Disney Plus for filming Mulan in China whenever there's like a genocide going on.
Shout out to Disney and the ESPN because the Suns are in first place in the West.
What?
Segue!
I don't know about that segue, but...
Pelicans are looking really good this year so far.
Yeah,
because Zion's finally back, dude.
So Zion is playing?
Yeah, Zion. But also, so look how close...
It's that West is so
Bro,
close.
there's 5-game difference between first place and 11th place. No, first place and 12th place. The Lakers are technically only
Dookie.
6 games back with
Yeah,
the
but
number
Anthony
1
Davis
seed.
got hurt again.
Yeah.
Lakers are dookie, bro.
Well, they're playing a bunch of old men.
And I'm so happy to see it because fuck LeBron.
I don't know.
I've never been on the fuck LeBron train.
I don't like LeBron, dude. As much as like,
Yeah, I don't like talented people either. I like the Hornets.
yeah, dude, yeah.
That's why I love the loser Hornets.
They keep it.
That's why I like the Bucks, baby.
They can't even win the lottery.
Hey, bro, I'm not saying that LeBron's not good. That's not what I'm
No,
saying.
I know you. You don't like his personal life.
I don't like his personal life, and as much as like I will never be someone that tells athletes to like shut up and just play the game.
Yeah.
But LeBron seriously needs to like keep his fucking mouth shut sometimes.
Yeah. He goes too far.
He goes too far, and his son. He's only staying in the league now because he wants to play with his son, and the son may not even get fucking drafted because he's not that good.
He's also saying
the only reason that his son would get drafted
is because his name is Bronny James.
Is because that and the team that drafts him know that LeBron's going to want to come play with that team.
Yeah.
That's the only reason his son's going to get drafted, dude.
I don't know. Bronny is good.
No, he's
not. That good.
He's not NBA.
He's not first round talent.
He should go to the G League.
He should
He should
but
go
he
to the G League.
won't.
He'll go one and done.
Because he wants to play with his dad, and
I'll say
his
he'll
dad's
go one and
LeBron
done.
James, and
He'll
he'll
go
get
one
to
and
play with his fucking dad.
Yeah, he'll go one and done. He'll get drafted by like the Rockets or something. No, he'll get drafted by the Thunder because they have like 100 first round picks.
Yeah, they do.
They're not playing bad either.
Dude,
What? They're 2 games out of 8th place.
Yes.
Well, and with their I can't think of that guy's
They're-
name. Who they just drafted this year, the big white dude.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, but
He's out for the
Did they
season.
still have
Yeah.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
killing it.
but, like-
he's ridiculously good.
But with Chet
Chet.
Holmgren being out, he's fine, dude. Like he's gonna be good when he comes back as long as he can build his frame a little bit.
Yeah, but the problem is he has a Liz Frank fracture in his foot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. That works.
Yeah, but the Liz Frank's
He's-
definitely a bit tough.
Yeah, but he hasn't been able to put on a pound of muscle since he popped out the womb.
Look like Kevin Durant looking at us.
No, because Kevin Durant's like slim thick, you know.
No, he's not. That boy just slim.
I would say he's more.
Bro,
Slim.
Chet Holmgren is 7'3" and 190 pounds.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, he's a twig and he's got a hunchback and he can't run.
Why'd they draft him?
Because he's 7'3" and he can shoot and he can block.
Okay.
But he's gonna get abused he got abused in college.
Imagine
and,
if you had to play against Shaq.
yeah, bro. Chet Holmgren's not that good. I'm sorry.
I think it's time to bring back the
Big man. era.
like the
Big men are back.
like the 6'8" at least, like 250 bowling ball like Zion, dude. So,
Or
Like Chuck. Like Charles Barkley.
Or like the round mound to rebound. He's only 6'5".
We need a Dennis Rodman back.
you know who's the best player in the NBA to watch right now, though?
I'm nervous for this.
It's not Giannis.
No, Ja Morant. He is the most exciting player to watch in basketball. He
I like
slings
him.
himself at the basket with no remorse, and every time I'm like, he's gonna die.
He reminds me of Russell Westbrook.
He doesn't care. He wants to win. He seems like a nice dude, and yeah, he plays just such a fun game to watch. I mean, without him, I wouldn't pay attention to the Grizzlies, even if they are third.
Did he still have Giannis Valanciunas?
No, he's been with the Pelicans.
Oh.
He's been with the Pelicans since the Steven Adams trade. Like,
Oh, I forgot about that trade, yeah.
yeah, so right now Valanciunas is the starting center for the Pelicans. I don't know. I think I might also be a biased fan. I might be a biased fan here. But I think the most entertaining guy in the league to watch right now is Jason Tatum. He's just doing it all. And I think like you said, Ja Morant just throws himself at the rim and it's very like explosive and energetic and aggressive. But Jason Tatum plays with such like finesse and it looks so pretty. Everything he does, it just looks effortless.
Well, he plays,
Yeah, of course a fucking Boston fan would fucking say that.
Yeah.
Well, and they got rid of the head coach, and they're still at the top of the fucking conference.
Yeah,
like
dude,
some
Joe
dubs, huh?
Mazzulla.
Like
That's
some
true.
fucking
The Celtics
dubs.
are really
Dude, they're playing better without Ime.
The East is definitely
so much better.
Much better this year. And it's so weird how quickly it changed.
I think the Bulls are shooting to the number one spot, dude.
Well, what happens is the East is full of young teams now, and the West is full of old teams.
Yeah. I mean, look at Golden State.
In 6 years, or 6 or 7 years, it's going to flip right back.
Golden State's going to be fine. Golden State's going to be fine.
Are they?
Yes.
They're getting old.
Why?
One more season.
Why are they going to be fine?
But they're not even in
what
it
if, what if they shown this season that they're going to be fine?
Because look at their last 10. What are they in their last 10? Oh, yeah, 7-3.
But they're 2-10 away.
That's fine. They're 11-2 at home.
Okay.
Whatever works.
Play 42 games at home.
Okay, the
41
Suns.
and 41.
Go back. Okay, so the Suns are 12-2 at home and 4-6 away.
Yeah.
And they're at the top of the fucking conference.
They also have been without their point guard and their starting power forward. And
Chris Paul's hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, after that news about Kim K being out.
Chris Paul's been out. Cam Johnson got injured. Jay Crowder's not playing.
All I'm saying with that Warriors comment is they got in at the 7 or 8 seed last year.
They made some noise.
And then they were at the start of the NBA playoffs. ESPN's prediction, they had the lowest percent chance of winning the title. They had a 10% chance.
Oh fuck, that's right. They won the title.
Yes, the Warriors had a 10% chance at the beginning of the playoffs last year to win the title. They're like Tom Brady.
Who'd they play?
They beat the
Celtics in the finals.
Dude, get it. Right now, the Warriors are just like Tom Brady in the playoffs. Get them in there, and you're scared of them.
Put money on the Bucks right now to win the Super Bowl.
You're joking, dude.
I'd rather just throw my money down the drain.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat it.
Tom Brady in the playoffs?
I'd rather do plus 200 on the Panthers to win this week, dude, than fucking that.
Who are they playing?
The Seahawks.
In Seattle?
I actually would put money on that.
In Seattle, though?
We'll get to it later.
Yeah,
we'll figure out the line.
I'll pull this up now. But yeah, I don't know. NBA is interesting. I'm just not as invested.
Suck.
Sixers also been injured. James Harden.
That's because we have James Harden.
Yeah, but also Tyrese Maxey got injured.
Oh, I like Tyrese.
He hurt his foot and he's out for a month.
Is Joel okay?
Yeah, Joel's okay. They started the season off a little rough, but they've been playing a little bit better.
What about Tobis?
He's Tobis.
Can we get Marjanovic back?
Boban?
I want Bobby back.
Boban's
I want Bobby and Toby.
Dude, Bobby's not playing minutes.
Oh, I like Bobby. Who are you picking out of the East, Ryan?
Celtics. They're clearly the best team right now. Now, granted, Chris Middleton is only just coming back for the Bucks, but the Celtics are known for having a great defense, and right now their defense is, I think, 13th in the league. But because they have the number one offense in the league, so they don't really have to have the super intense defense. But you'll see in spurts in the fourth quarter when the game gets close, they just tighten down, and it's just the other team cannot score the basketball.
I'm gonna give you one.
What?
Give me the Cavs.
Cavs give
me the Cavs.
The Cavs have definitely... So the top three in the East, the Celtics, Bucks, and Cavs, have definitely separated themselves from the rest of the East. Those are the caliber. Any one of those teams could make it to the NBA Finals, and I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm so happy to see the Cavaliers doing well.
Finally. They're like last year, too.
Well, I'm just saying, take out all the years with LeBron, the Cavaliers were irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's I'm so happy to see that they've actually been able to recover from the LeBron effect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because they got so many fucking draft picks.
Yeah,
Well, they didn't.
Well, they did before LeBron. I mean, they looked bad when LeBron left for Miami, and they never were able to recover. They had Kyrie, they had Kevin Love, and they couldn't do anything with
Well, they got Kevin Love after LeBron came.
That's right, but they had Kyrie.
Did you just say LeBron
they also
Miami after the Cavs?
They also had Anthony Bennett.
He was drafted by the Cavs, went to Miami, went back to the Cavs.
When he left for Miami, the Cavs.
I thought
or Dookie.
I thought you were saying that.
Yeah, I remember when they had 2 top 4 picks and they drafted Kyrie and Tristan Thompson.
Can you guys believe that LeBron's been at the Lakers for almost 5 years now?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It doesn't feel like 5 years.
Brady's on his.
You say yeah, but it doesn't feel like
Brady's on his 3rd year with Tampa Bay.
COVID fucked my time up too.
Yeah,
Kobe did fuck.
No.
COVID fucked up my time. Yeah.
Kobe also fucked me up.
Yeah, Kobe fucked me up.
But COVID fucked up my time because 2 years.
We lost a year.
2 years, basically, a year and a half just went
down
the drain.
I mean, I lost my senior year. That sucked.
Senior or what?
College.
Oh, dude, I wanted to drop out.
I know you did. I told you not to.
I wasn't in school. Yay, CBCC.
Hey, I'm thinking about going to CPCC to take some culinary classes.
Do it.
I want to kind of get a culinary degree.
I mean, even if you don't get a degree, going to the classes will just help you.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to have a degree.
Who you got coming out of the West? Or, sorry, Aaron. Who do you got coming out of the East?
You
You got the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
You got the 9-14 Bulls.
Yeah.
We're about to sell off their entire team.
No, I'm actually...
3-7.
Do they still have Zach LaVine? No, he's in the Raptors.
No.
He's still... They need to get rid of him.
They need to sell off the whole team.
Yeah.
For me, my take's a little bit boring, but...
They also don't have their first round pick this year.
You taking the Bucks?
Actually,
No.
they do. It's a top 4 protected pick.
I'm taking the Celtics.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think,
smart pick.
I think that they just have one of the best teams foundationally in the NBA.
It's their time.
And as long as they stay healthy, they'll be fine. In the West, though...
West is up for grabs.
West is wild.
Look at the Kings, bro. The Sacramento Kings. They've been putting up hella points.
Yeah.
But to come out of the West, number 1, I'm taking the Mavs.
Okay.
Okay.
I like...
Okay.
And if
I like Luka.
And if not that, then Luka's winning MVP.
Do they still have the unicorn? They still have Kristaps?
No, he's been on the Wizards for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, no, so the reason why I'm very shocked with the Mavericks is because they have Luka and no one.
Yeah. That's why Luka for MVP.
Do they still have Hardaway? Tim
Yeah.
Hardaway Jr.?
Yeah, they got him back.
See, this.
So
I'm
obviously-
still on 2K20. You
I
guys
got
remember
you, I
that?
got
I'm
you.
still on 2K20.
Yeah.
So obviously though, Mavs being number 1 for me is stupid.
No,
if I was
it's not
actually
stupid.
yes it is. Yes it is.
Yeah.
If I was being serious,
Ryan goes, yeah.
if I'm being serious, I'm taking the Grizzlies.
Okay.
If
That's a good
everyone
pick.
stays healthy, I'm taking the Grizzlies to be number 1.
I think of the top 8 teams, they have the second most playoff experience, just behind the Suns. Because the Grizzlies had that one real good playoff run in the bubble, and then they went really deep last year. So they're
getting some
like
experience. going
the Pelicans will not, because they have no playoff experience. They don't have anyone on the roster really with any sort of playoff experience. The Kings, let's have them
Let's
break
just
their
be honest.
let's have them break their playoff drought before we start talking about NBA Finals.
I'll tell you, all right.
Kings are dropping to the 10 seed before the end of the year. They're
My
going.
pick-
They're going to be in the play-in, but they're not.
My pick, Nuggets.
I like the pick.
Yeah,
That's
I say
fine.
give me the Nuggets.
That's
Jamal
fine.
Murray's back. I know
Yeah,
that
that's
for a
fine.
fact.
Michael Porter Jr.'s
Michael
back.
Porter Jr.'s back. You
Two
have
of
the
them-
Joker.
I said the two of them are still getting acclimated back to playing NBA speed.
That'd be pretty good finals. Celtics Nuggets.
That'd be really good finals.
They're taking the Celtics all day. In that.
Yeah, I would take the Celtics in that too. What
Yeah.
you got, Ryan?
Who? I think right now I would probably, because if if I look at the top like 10 teams, the only 2 teams in there I really trust are the Nuggets. I guess 3 teams: the Nuggets, the Grizzlies, and the Suns. But I'd probably put the Grizzlies underneath all that because I think the Nuggets are a more talented team
That's fair.
than the
you were-
Grizzlies. But also, like
You're only a game back.
I say, but John Morant can take over. He can take over
Like
playoff
that.
games.
Yeah, like that.
So you know,
How are
talent.
the Jazz 14 and? Oh, it goes by losses. Okay, I was gonna say, how are they 14 and 12 but in the 9th position?
Yes, yeah.
Well, and it goes by winning percentage.
Yeah.
That's how the NBA does it. It's
Okay.
winning percentage.
Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Did you have any other question or?
Well, you see, you say that
What do you think about the Trailblazers so far this season?
they need to trade.
Yeah, they need. I think
Well,
they're-
Dame just signed a new contract, didn't
Yeah, so that
he needs to leave.
he? He needs to, but
he signed a new contract, which just makes him a better trade asset.
That's true.
Because now you can trade him to a team, and it won't be on an expiring contract where they get a 1-year rental.
If you think Dame was gonna be traded, who do you think it would be to?
It's gonna have to be to a contender who's willing to get up assets and picks. So now you got to start looking at teams who have.
Sixers.
You got to start looking at teams who have an abundance of assets, teams with the money to match salaries, and
Not the
teams with
The
enough
Kings?
draft capital.
The Kings?
No, the Kings wouldn't do. I think if he goes anywhere, he's going. To
No,
the
he
East.
wouldn't go to the Kings because him and De'Aaron Fox wouldn't fit.
I'll throw
together
you
very
one.
well.
What about the Raptors?
Him and Fred VanVleet don't fit very well together, and
Oh.
I think because Fred is so much younger.
What about for the Cavs?
No, you got
Colin Sexton and
No, Colin Sexton's on the Jazz.
What the fuck?
No, you got Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell there.
I forgot
that's
about
right.
Mitchell.
Donovan
I forgot.
Mitchell's
Yeah.
there.
I don't know where you would send him. Go back to the West because I think
if you were the GM of Portland, who would you be looking to trade?
Okay.
Sorry.
If I was the GM of Portland, I wouldn't want to trade him in the
I'll throw you one. It's not going to happen. Kyrie, get him out of Brooklyn.
He would be eaten alive in Portland.
Doesn't matter.
Not liberalized.
That doesn't matter.
I say Portland. But Portland would like that because it's an expiring contract.
Oh.
No, Portland would want that because right now what Portland wants is they want
1, 2, 3. Go ahead. You're good. We only need to do one.
You only need to do one?
They'll pick it up on one.
Yeah.
Oh, good. If I'm Portland, the thing you want right now is you want cap space for flexibility and free agency.
Picks.
And you want draft capital for the future. So I forgot what we were talking about.
Kyrie to the Portland.
Oh yeah, so it would make sense for them to want Kyrie because he's only got 1 year left. At the end of this year, he's gone. He can go wherever, and that clears up all that cap space off their books.
Hey, I actually came up with a pretty good destination.
I think an interesting fit would be. You also got to think though, Dame has been a little bit injury prone these last 2 years. And he's
getting older.
He's fallen off a little bit. I think.
How about the Mavs?
I was just thinking that.
I was thinking that, but they don't have the draft or the personnel.
Yeah.
But you want to know who does have the draft picks?
The Thunder.
The Pelicans.
I would like that.
The Pelicans have those Lakers picks.
Fuck, they still have those?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, Pelicans got a lot of Lakers picks. They've got some other picks. I don't remember where they're from, but Pelicans got draft capital to dish off. Now then you got the problem of him and CJ come back together, but what?
CJ McCollum's on the Pelicans?
Yeah, you know that.
Oh, I did know that.
So you'd have that reunion. I don't know how that would work with their lineup.
Dame for CJ.
No, I don't think they would do that. They've got some younger pieces they could trade, and they've got a lot of those picks. I'm trying to think of players that. I mean, if they want to move off of Jonas Valanciunas, and if they want to go for their I think they have a younger center on roster, not Jackson Hayes because he sucks. I'm just trying to think of how that would fit roster wise. So if you had like Dame, CJ, Brandon Ingram, Zion, the problem is you'd be pushing Herb Jones to the bench, and Herb Jones is a great defensive player to start. You don't want to take that defensive anchor off your starting lineup because if you put Dame and CJ out there, your guard positions are going to get cooked.
Yeah.
Zion's not a great defense player. Brandon Ingram is not great, but he can play it. I don't think there really
is Lonzo still hurt?
Yeah, he also plays for the Bulls, though.
God damn it.
He's played for the Bulls for a minute now.
Yeah. Oh, since last season was his first season.
Oh, okay.
There really is...
Lots of NBA knowledge here on the Sport Ball podcast.
Other than the Lakers, there's really no good fit. And
what about the Knickerbockers?
No, the Knicks are bad, and they got Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
And that satisfies their guard position. Plus, the Knicks are bad.
What are the Pacers doing?
Well, the Pacers have... Pacers, good young team. They still have potentially the Miles Turner and Buddy Hield move to make, if anyone wants those two players.
Buddy Hield is still on the Kings, right?
No, he's on the Pacers. I just said that.
Oh.
He got traded in he was part of the Domantas Sabonis trade last year that sent Sabonis to the Kings and Tyrese Halliburton to the Pacers. Which brings me up to Tyrese Halliburton, who's been playing really freaking good. He's leading the league in assists. Cool. Yeah, he's playing really good. That team's young. They've got the potential rookie of the year, Benedict Mathurin, coming off their bench. Yeah, they're really ultimately, other than the Lakers, and I don't think the Lakers would want to do that trade because I don't know if that's a good win now trade.
They also don't have anything to trade.
Well, they could trade Russ's expiring contract. They could
Anthony
probably
Davis.
No, they wouldn't trade AD for that. No, I still like I still kind of like the AD and Russ for Cat and D'Angelo Russell trade.
I would do that. If I'm both teams, I would do that.
We got to see how the Timberwolves play without. I think
without Cat, right? Because Cat's hurt.
Yeah, but Cat and Rudy Gobert do not work well together.
Well, I don't know why they made that trade.
I think because I heard someone make this good point. I think they made that trade knowing that they were going to be trading Karl Anthony Towns at some point this season. Because realistically, if Gobert and Anthony Edwards can get some sort of the two of them don't really they don't mesh well right now in the pick and roll. Like, I think when they're running a pick and roll, Anthony Edwards has only tossed him the ball once this season.
Jeez.
Or it's like one time per game. He's not getting very many. What was the stat I heard? I think per pick and rolls per game, Rudy Gobert only touches the ball on a pick and roll 3 times a game.
That's not good.
No, I mean, he's good. He's a good pick setter. So ideally, you want him to be pick and then rim running. They're also playing a really weird.
Since you're up.
Oh, I got you.
Since you're up,
I got you.
Can you hand me another Stella?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna need another.
What? So the Timberwolves really want to be playing the type of defense that he was playing with the Jazz, which is all your guards and wings are funneling defenders into the paint right to Rudy Gobert, who's the best paint defender in the league by a mile.
I mean, he's what, 3-time defensive player of the year?
I think he might only be 1 or 2 time.
He might be 2-time.
But he's been widely seen as one of the best. Can you also hand me my keys?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks kindly. But right now they're playing a little bit more of like a switching style defense, which Rudy Gobert cannot get switched on to smaller guys and play well.
Yeah.
Switching is like what the Celtics do because they've got all their players are so versatile. Tatum can guard point guard through power forward. Al Horford, who's the center right now because Robert Williams is out with injury.
They still have Al Horford.
They just signed him to a 2-year extension.
God bless
2 years, 20
Remember
million,
when
baby.
the fucking Sixers got Al Horford just because they didn't want the Celtics to have Al Horford?
Yeah, dude. I know Aaron talked about ideally in a vacuum, Luka Doncic is the MVP because he's averaging 34, 8, and 8.
Jesus.
Yeah. Or it's really 34, 9, and 9 because I think it's like 8.7 and 8.7. But they're not going to win if he's like a 5th or 6th seed. They haven't done that. The last time that happened with an MVP was Russell Westbrook, and that's because he had averaged a triple-double for the first time in like 50 years in the NBA.
So that's exactly what I was thinking of when you said those stats. I was like, that just reminds me of Russell Westbrook in empty seasons.
Yeah. But like Tatum's playing so good. He's leading the best team in the league. His defensive numbers are off the chart, and that's one thing. Luka doesn't play any defense, and when he does, it's horrible.
Honestly, the only thing that Tatum's missing is a ring.
Yeah. So Tatum has done something that is hard for like young players who are coming up.
Not now. Later.
So Tatum's doing something that a lot of young players don't do very well when they're playing good, which is they finish the season off good and they start the next season slow, and they have to kind of ramp themselves back up. Tatum's right back where he was at the end of last season. Premier defender, leading the league.
Aaron's doing bullshit off the camera.
I'm so happy to see this jump from Tatum. I'm so happy.
Because they were saying a lot there that Tatum, if he didn't take that jump, he was worthless.
Well, I don't know about worthless,
but you know what.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to be the number one guy on a championship contending team because he did kind of choke at the end of last season in the playoffs. But I think most of the team did because they were all. Yeah, I don't know.
Jaylen Brown still on the team?
Yeah, I'm so glad that Jaylen Brown has kind of used all the trade talks around him as a fire to play really good. Ultimately, they shouldn't trade him. He's on a really good deal that I think expires in like a year or two. They should resign. Those should be your 2 guys.
I thought that was my phone because of the fucking slow bro. I was like, what? I was like, why are you grabbing my phone? Sorry, Ryan. I'm listening.
Did I pick a team in the? I didn't pick a team in the West.
Yeah, who's your team in the West?
Oh, because I was talking about I'll give it to the Suns. They're going to get healthier.
Yeah, Chris Paul comes back, they'll be all right.
Now, Chris Paul this season has only been averaging like 9 points per game, but he's also old. He just needs to. Devin Booker has moved into it. Devin Booker's an MVP candidate. He dropped 55 points on 20 of 25 shooting in.
Oh my god!
In 3 quarters the other night. Okay. He didn't play the entire. Yeah. So they're moving over to him being the number one guy, and it's working really well for him. Chris Paul's coming back. Their starting power forward, Cam Johnson's going to be coming back. DeAndre Ayton is playing better than I thought he would. I didn't think he would play all that hard after the contract negotiations that they kind of.
So is he got an extension?
Yeah, he got the extension.
Okay.
But he didn't. So he was a restricted free agent, which means that anyone can offer him and if anyone,
it, right?
Yeah, then the Suns. So the Pacers offered him a massive contract.
I wouldn't
And
have
yeah,
gone to the Pacers.
huh?
I wouldn't have gone to the Pacers.
No, he wanted to go to the Pacers, and he made it very clear. Well, the Pacers are really good now, and all they're kind of missing is that kind of
Big man.
yeah, because they have Miles Turner, but Miles Turner cannot rebound as a big man. He can block, but that's about it. And then because of the Suns, they wouldn't offer him the contract, so the Pacers signed him, and then the Suns matched, and he was kind of very begrudgingly coming back to the Suns, but he's been playing good. And that's it for basketball.
One real quick. Who's the coach of the Suns again?
Monty
Williams?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's still the coach.
Okay. And Doc is still the coach of the Sixers?
For now.
I liked Brett Brown. I miss Brett Brown.
Brett Brown was a good transition coach. He helped get a lot out of bad players, and he helped build a culture, but he's not a championship-winning coach. He's an intermediate coach that can help bring your team from bad to competitive. But
Or you can just be like Steve Clifford and just be a bad coach.
just be, yeah.
Sorry, we shit on the Hornets a lot.
Well, it's pretty easy. I'm sorry.
Easy target,
Yeah.
for sure.
We love our Hornets.
Just like me in high
Charlotte.
school, too.
I say we love our Hornets in Charlotte, but good lord.
It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't live in Charlotte anymore.
Technically, you live in a suburb. You live in Huntersville.
I live in Cornelius.
You live in Cornelius. That's literally a suburb of Charlotte.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
Like Gastonia, Matthews.
So what's your
Huntersville?
exact address with your
Social
social
number,
security and the last 4 digits?
Why don't you just go ahead and flash your driver's license at the
Oh,
camera
okay.
too?
It's a 16,
and someone else if you want.
All
A
right,
little
it's
3-part present.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh, I'm gonna go protest there.
Oh, okay. You should go. Yeah. Never mind.
We'll have a march.
Oh, by the way, today is December 7th. Anybody know what happened on December 7th?
Pearl Harbor.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, December 7th, 1941, a day that'll forever live in infamy. 1,800 sailors died.
Respect to the homies.
USS Arizona still lies in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of the USA,
Then we fucking
Segue.
nuked them.
we looked bad against the Netherlands, and we deserved to lose.
No, we looked good.
No, we did not!
We had more shots. We had more time of possession.
To
we
be
had
fair,
more passes.
Pulisic should have had that goal. Like,
They had
2
more
minutes.
shots. Does that mean Dominic looks good in shell?
That's true.
Oren,
That's very true.
Oren Brumbaugh.
Hey, I had a good shot. I had a really good shot last night, or 2 nights ago. I had a really good shot. It went between somebody's legs, and he almost missed it in the goal.
Oh yeah. I did not make it to Broomball this week.
And we lost.
Hence of the new job. Yeah, sorry. I
That's
couldn't
fine. We were
pull
going to
through.
lose.
You don't know that. I am gonna still bring that another headset so we can do a little. We can
Hopefully
commentate
we're
the
the
championship game.
Oh no, we're gonna be the second. We're gonna be the first.
We're the first game. TK and I still might do the second game. You should join. It'll be fun.
Next week, still a full week. If it was the week after, I would definitely join.
You'll be okay. You'll be all right.
Man, it takes me an hour to get home.
You gotta get the. It took me an hour to get here. You gotta get the broadcasting experience.
We'll see how long our game takes. We almost forfeited when Nick and TK didn't show up.
You guys are gay.
We had 5 players.
Mm-hmm. Looks like you're playing the whole time.
We didn't have a goalie.
At least I told you I wasn't gonna be there.
Yeah, we
I'm
thought
like,
that Kreipel could fill in for you, but not for the playoffs.
Yeah,
I was pissed.
Yeah,
I was like,
I had texted Mondo about it. I was like,
Ridiculous.
let me please get a sub, and he was like, no subs in the playoffs. I was like, bro, it's not like I'm a shit goalie and I want Kreipel to fill in. So
yeah.
it's like, come on. Even in the email, he called me sophomore goalie sensation. I was like, oh, they're very nice. They're very nice.
I bet I'd be really good at goalie.
Come play.
Yeah.
Come play.
3, 2, 1.
I'm big.
I'm saying
I'm
literally
good.
next
I
year,
can
come
take
play.
up
We
space.
can come every Monday night and come play.
They always need more goalies.
Yeah. All you need to do is you don't even need. I mean, you could get yourself some pads, but the shoes, they have shoes there, they have sticks there, they have everything there, helmets and everything.
Yeah, I'm a bit OD with all my with my gear. But
Yeah, I bought my own gear too.
We'll see how my work schedule goes. If I get this promotion, I'll be working like till 4 or 5 o'clock every day.
It's at
Well, it's a
9,
good
it's
thing
at
the
8
game's
every
at
night.
9.
Oh, but he's got to open.
Huh?
You gotta open though, then don't you?
I don't sleep anyway.
That's true.
I don't open. I have to be there like 7.
That's not too bad.
It also depends, dude. Especially if I get moved to the store that's right behind me.
Yeah,
that's true.
There's a reason why I haven't transferred there yet.
You gotta get up at like what, 6:30?
I get up at 6:55.
Jesus Christ, Ryan!
And be what?
I don't blame you, dude.
I can't do that, man.
Dude,
I gotta get up at least. I'm up at 5:30 to get to
dude.
work at 6:30.
No, dude. Whenever I leave for work, usually like 8:30 or 9.
You're up at 8:20.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh yeah, dude. I wake up.
See, I gotta
in a
shower.
daze. I wake up in a daze, throw my clothes on, and I
do
walk out the door.
I say you do all that prep the night ahead of time.
See, I gotta shower. I gotta brush my teeth. I gotta.
Well, yeah.
brush your
obviously
teeth
you brush
quick.
your teeth. It takes 2 minutes technically. That's what you're supposed to.
You
do.
gotta sing the happy birthday song.
And that's for washing your hands.
And what is it for the? There was a song you had to sing for birthday. I used to have a toothbrush.
Nobody gift that.
It's like the churros. No, I used to have a toothbrush that was All Star. Hey now, you're an All Star.
Dude, the fucking second I get on the big screen, a checkers game or whatever.
Fuck soccer.
I'm doing the immediate like. Let's see how fast they get up.
Chase got his picks in. Hell yeah.
Yes, Chase,
Yeah.
boy.
All right. Yeah. We miss you, Chase. Hopefully you come back soon.
Yeah.
Miss you.
Come back, Chase. Why are we doing the power rankings?
We always do the power rankings first.
No, we never.
The recap.
You always
the
ask.
recap. That's right. I always do that.
Every time you ask, which one should you do first?
Hey, so it's football time.
Yeah, I always forget about the
It do be
recap.
football time.
Yeah, but anyway, real fast about soccer.
Soccer sucks because USA's out, so we don't care anymore. No, I'm joking.
Brazil's gonna win. Argentina's gonna win.
France is gonna surrender just like normal.
I don't want to pick a winner in this because I don't want either team to win. But give me France and then give me Portugal.
Give me Morocco.
I want Morocco to win, but give me Portugal.
I want Morocco.
Portugal dominated. They scored the most out of anybody in the opening round. We had 2 games go to a shootout. I was really hoping Japan.
Penalty kicks.
Penalty kick, whatever.
Penalty kicks.
Oh, they're called pink.
Oh, they call footy. Oh,
Oi, they're called Skilly Wobble Flubble Biscuits.
this is my wife Susan.
Ain't she lovely?
A day in the wife of a true Brexit geezer.
Go to Johnny's and load up that plate.
I love the American versions. It's like go to fucking like Golden Corral.
No, I love the rev up the Bugatti.
Fuck the British.
Get your fucking beans and toast out of here, you fucking nerds.
Bro, their fucking pudding is not even fucking pudding.
No, it's like meat.
It's like meat and crusty crust.
Crusty crust.
Crusty
Fucking
crust
meat.
pizza
Fucking-
is the pizza.
Your fucking pies are meat and eye crusties, bro. Shut up.
Don't be dissing Shepherd's
Okay,
Pie,
to
my
be
guy.
fair, I was saying, to be
Shepherd's
fair,
pus-
nobody likes English food.
No.
Nobody likes
I
English
still the fucking undefeated meme is Europe captured all of the world for their spices only to refuse to use any of them.
That's a fair point.
I mean it is.
So I actually just found this out. No,
and chips.
no country flag. I'm not sure if this is actually like factual, but no country flag has purple in it because purple was extremely expensive to make
Yeah.
with indigo and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
The Phoenicians traded.
let's say most flags are red, white, and blue. Most flags have a red, white, and blue. Red is the most dominant color in country flags.
Because it stands for war and bloodshed
Yep.
in the country, and white stands for peace.
Yep, and that's why there's white. And then
Blue stands for blue balls.
I think
because your
blue-
women
I
are
think-
prudes.
I think blue stands for Valorant? Something like that? Valorant?
Blue stands for the oceans because we're all mercantilists.
White stands for OxyClean. Get those stains out.
Mr. Clean! Get those stains out. Rest in peace, Billy Mays.
Billy Mays.
Billy
Fucking-
Mays here!
What, fucking heart attack on a plane?
Is that what happened?
Goat.
I know he had a heart attack, goat.
Lucky.
Only thing that would have been more epic is if he hijacked the plane first.
All right.
Cut! That's
All right.
scoreball.
All right.
So I saw something today that actually Germany arrested like a shit ton of people because there was a crazy coup attempt that they were going to try to overthrow the government at the Reichstag.
What, like
What that happened on January 6th.
Like a pigeon coup?
No. Kind of like what happened in 1930.
Like a Honda Civic.
Rev up the Bugatti.
I didn't know.
Jesus Christ, you're getting to the point we're getting a little
That's why I did.
A little too many Modelos than us.
No.
A video game where two people play at the same time. Coop.
Wait.
Coop.
Hey, you want to play
Xbox, fix your shit so I can play Minecraft with my girlfriend, by the way.
Xbox, can I play some split screen Coop?
Xbox, turn on.
Yeah, I don't have none of that shit plugged in
What
anymore.
a fucking loser.
You're a loser.
I got a Series X. They didn't make the Kinect for the Series X.
So football.
Yeah, footy.
Oi.
Fuck the Patriots. They lost in Thursday.
Hey.
Thank God.
What do you mean, thank God?
It's like, I hate Bill Belichick's left nut with a fucking hatred, dude. With a passion.
Alright, so I went.
The fury.
Why? Because he's good at his job?
I went 8-6-1.
Because he's a cheater.
Oh, that's a fair point.
I went 8-6-1 this week. I went 8-6-1, so I could have done better. I would have gotten the Commanders right. I feel like I think they would have won.
Yeah, they should have won that
They
game.
should have won that game, but I went 8-6-1.
I went 10-4-1 as well as Chase because he copied my picks.
They literally had the same.
No, I'm just kidding. Great minds think alike. So Chase and I, same record. He is one
game ahead. No, you're one game ahead.
Yeah, I'm one game ahead of him. We're both at 58% rounded up. Dominic's at 56% on the year.
I take some chances.
So me and Jason Garrett both went 7-7-1.
Jason Garrett's win percentage is dookie right now. It's at 51%.
Yeah, it's coin toss. Coin toss
is true.
Listen, that is almost as accurate as his real life coaching win percentage.
But that's insane that is realistic. That is 51%.
Yeah, listen, you put those two ties to losses, it's 99 to 96. What's my winning percentage? It's a blur.
Yours is 58.
Ah. Are we all at 58%?
You, Chase, and Aaron are at 58. I'm at 56.
I think yours is 60%. No, it's 58 because it's 58 out of 100.
Yeah.
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 You've got exactly 100 games.
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan. You are now officially in for the running.
I am?
No, I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
What's the minimum?
100 games.
Well, sweet.
TK's out.
Yeah, TK's out, bro. Rest in peace, TK.
Yeah.
He's been working too much. So that's fine.
Yeah, fuck him for fighting fires and saving lives.
How dare you save lives, TK?
Just let him
Oh,
burn.
Nick told me that he's moving to Charlotte soon. He's getting a job down in Charlotte.
Well, he finally got all of his levels for his diabetes passed.
Good.
So that's been the reason. That's been the reason that they've denied him in the past. So if he
fuck him and his disability.
Yeah, basically. So if he gets denied again, he was like, I might just like
stop fighting fires.
No, like sue their asses
for
discrimination. Because the last time he got rejected by Charlotte, his levels were fine. And he was like,
I said he's in immaculate shape.
Yeah, well, he was like first in all their physical tests too, bro. And
like my friend Carter, he is like a bodybuilder and he has diabetes.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything as long as you know how to control it.
Yeah, as long as you don't go into insulin shock, you're fine.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
as long as you don't do the
football.
DKA.
Do what?
Diabetic ketoacidosis.
Oh yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. I couldn't have said that right now.
What?
Photosynthesis.
That's all I heard.
So do we really have to go over our picks this week? Because I feel bad.
We'll just run it. I mean,
okay.
We'll just talk about some major games.
Lions.
So yeah, we'll start with the Lions actually.
I need to explain it.
Yeah.
I have.
Well, okay. Well, to be fair, Trevor Lawrence did get hurt, but the Lions still steamrolled him.
Yeah.
I mean,
40-13.
Yeah, I mean, last time I checked, Trevor Lawrence isn't playing the defense for.
That's true. Jacksonville's defense is falling. And by the way, when has we ever not talked about a first round pick like this with Trayvon Walker?
First overall pick. Yeah,
First
I feel
overall
like
pick,
no
yeah.
one's. He's a defensive player, and we talk more about Aiden Hutchinson and especially Sauce Gardner more.
Yeah.
And isn't there another defensive rookie that's been playing real good?
Yeah, for the Lions, Rodriguez, or Martinez, something like that. The linebacker.
Yeah.
Who else?
You said,
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah, Kayvon. No, but there's someone else who I know has been playing real good on the. But anyway,
Who was it?
no one is talking about it.
He's not having a good season
because even when he was at Georgia, it was no production, all
free rushes because all the other guys on the defensive line were good too.
Yeah, but also it was like they drafted him number 1 overall because of the potential, because of the physical attributes, rather than going with Aiden Hutchinson, who produced.
Aiden Hutchinson's a beast.
I was so pissed when he didn't go number 1 overall because I'm like, you're going with someone who has better physical attributes, who's done nothing in college, over a guy who's done nothing but produce and win and dominate. Jordan Davis was from that Georgia team too, and he's been more effective on that Philadelphia D line.
But also, I'm very happy that Aiden Hutchinson did go to Detroit.
Oh, he is such a Dan Campbell guy.
Yeah.
I love Dan Campbell.
I hate, a couple of weeks ago, people were saying that Dan Campbell was on the hot seat. And I'm like, give him a little bit more time.
Bro.
And can we talk about Jared Goofball? He has more touchdowns than Tom Brady.
Career resurgence.
Less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes. And a better completion percentage than, who was it? Josh Allen.
He's playing so good. Detroit does not need to draft a quarterback.
They should not.
They should not draft a quarterback with that Rams pick.
No, they should draft the best player available,
preferably a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
in secondary?
No. Could you imagine? Because isn't Jeff Okudah back from his injury? He's been playing pretty good.
Yeah, but he's been okay.
Could you imagine though, if let's say that Rams pick falls to 3rd or 4th?
It is right now. It's the 3rd pick.
Yeah. Imagine if Will Anderson Jr. is to drop from them, the edge rusher from Alabama, and you can have Aiden Hutchinson, and your corners wouldn't matter because the quarterbacks, unless they have the best offensive line, and unless they have Anthony Munoz at left tackle.
The Lions have a good offensive line.
No, I'm saying the opposing team's offensive line
would,
their quarterback would have 2 seconds to throw the football. The Lions
have a bright future,
and they have a good offensive line, so they don't need to draft an offensive tackle with the first pick. They're not going to draft. They're not going to draft a wide receiver because they got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams.
3. Yeah, that works. That works. Dude, Jamison Williams came back. He didn't have any targets, any catches, but
he's
coming.
He'll progress.
ACL, so.
He'll progress it. He was the best wide receiver in college last year.
Yes, he was. Let's see. What the tie? Another tie between two teams that probably should not have tied.
Listen,
all of us took the commies.
That tie might keep the Seahawks out of the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Now this tie is going to keep a good team out of the playoffs. I don't know. I think the Giants are going to fall apart.
Yeah, they should.
They're not winning a game the rest of the season.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say that's a hot take, but it's not. I don't even know their schedule, and
they play they're on bye.
They play Commanders next week.
They're on bye, and then they play the Commanders, and then they play the Vikings. Okay, so that could be 2 L's. Then they play they'll win against the Colts.
Maybe.
And then the Colts are going to lose for draft picks. And then they play the Eagles. They could go 1-4 the next 5 weeks.
Do the Colts have their first round pick?
Yes.
Okay, but they don't have their second.
They don't have their second round pick.
Go back one more.
The Commanders have their second, don't they?
Commanders have all their picks, yeah. No.
What was the Carson Wentz trade?
3rd round. Oh, shit. I don't think they have their second round pick.
I look up.
I don't know. But yeah, that game should not have ended in a tie. The Eagles dominated the Titans.
I meant
the Titans just look like they're falling off a cliff. They fired their GM, which that was kind of weird. There's got to be something else in that story besides the fact that they just got blown out by Eagles and AJ Brown.
Yeah, they traded so the Colts traded their second round pick to Washington for Washington's second round pick, and
so they swapped second round picks
and Washington's 3rd round pick.
So they swapped second round picks?
Yeah, so it was
Carson Wentz for a second
and a 7th.
Okay.
For a second and a 3rd.
So they gave away a 3rd and a 7th.
So
they still have a second round pick.
Yeah, but they don't have theirs. So
they have the Colts. So they have a better second round pick.
So the Colts have Washington's second and third round pick. The Washington has Carson Wentz, Indy's second, and Indy's seventh.
Indy got fucked.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz not even starting.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, also, by the way,
they had to recuperate.
By the way, Russell Wilson has 8 touchdowns.
Still.
Not even talking about his bathrooms yet.
Oh, I was going to say remaining.
Not even talking about his bathrooms.
Say remaining strong at 12 bathrooms.
Carson Wentz has 10.
Taylor Heineke
has 9. Jameis Winston, who hasn't played in 2 months, has 4.
You listen to the.
We listened to the same.
You listen to Nick Wright.
Yeah, we listened to Nick Wright.
Who else was on that list?
Oh my God, who else was on that list?
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills has 11. Matt Ryan has 13.
I still like Tua after his concussion has more.
10. Yeah, he has more. Yeah.
Of course,
dude,
he has 8.
He has 8 touchdown passes.
They've scored 12, 13 weeks.
They haven't scored more than 23 points this whole season. Even Tampa scored more. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if Tampa would have scored 21 points in every game this season, they'd be 10-2.
Yeah, well, if the Broncos scored 19, they'd be 9-2.
They'd be 9-3.
Yeah.
No, if they scored 18,
they'd be 9-3. What the fuck happened to offenses this year?
I'm here for it. I'm
here for defenses, bro. Yeah. I'm here for defense.
Defenses.
Baltimore's fallen off a cliff the last 4 weeks.
I'm here for defense, but I'm also here for the running game coming back.
You want to know what's happened? Is defenses have gone from playing a single safety, where you have a lot more guys in the box, to now they're playing two high safeties. You got 3 linebackers, and they're either sending one of those linebackers in like a blitz package, or they're just dropping 4 in coverage.
3-4 storm. That's a great.
So what happens is you got more room for the running backs because you got less guys in the box, but then there's a little bit more guys deeper in coverage.
Yeah.
So like a safety can drop, and then one safety can go up. They both can drop if it's like there's less explosive plays.
And also what we alluded to earlier.
The Chiefs kind of changed that.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. The Chiefs' offense was kind of like everyone was like, "Fuck, we got to play 2 high safety."
Yeah.
And what we were talking about earlier, though, going on to the next game, where do we think Lamar Jackson's going to end up?
Let's be realistic here. Let's not be like, I want him to go there.
New York Jets. They have the money. They have the money. They clearly do not have any confidence in Zach Wilson anymore. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Mike White is not the future.
I would trade Zach for a 7th if you could.
I would trade Zach for anything if you could. And honestly, I don't see Seattle keeping Geno. I don't.
I heard something online today. I think it was just like on a TikTok or somewhere on Instagram or a YouTube reel. What if, because Seattle has a lot of these Denver picks, what if they trade to the Packers and get Jordan Love?
No. What I see Seattle...
What do the 49ers have?
Seattle has Denver's pick. Denver is the number 4 pick right now.
Yeah, but how confident are we in this quarterback class too?
I'm not.
What do the 49ers have?
What do you mean?
As far as draft picks.
They have all their picks. Oh, no, they don't. They don't have their first. They give it to the Panthers.
But imagine Lamar... At the 49ers?
No, they're not going to give up on Trey Lance that easily, that quick.
Yeah, they should.
No.
They should.
No,
Brock
Purdy playing that well that quickly proves that it's Shanahan.
It's
not the quarterback, it's Shanahan.
And if you get...
I like the fit.
And if you get Trey Lance, who is more athletic and brings more to the table...
Than Lamar?
Than what the guys he has.
More than Garoppolo and Purdy.
I don't know. I don't know where Lamar could end up.
He
could end up with the Panthers.
He could go to Seattle.
The Panthers. Seattle has a lot of draft picks to spend though. Because they've got a shit ton for Russell. But the Panthers would also.
He's not going to the Panthers.
He wouldn't want to, but it's a possibility.
I think the Jets are the most likely, or the Giants.
I think the Ravens.
The Jets or the Giants.
The Ravens are the most likely.
Well, yes, the Ravens are at the top.
So here's the thing. is that Lamar wants a fully guaranteed contract, and especially with this knee injury, he's going to want a fully guaranteed contract like what
Deshaun fucked it for the rest of the
like what
team.
Deshaun got, or he wants something that's better than Kyler's deal. Because Kyler got a crazy, ridiculous deal for how bad he is.
That's going to be a mistake. It's going to be a huge
it's going to be
mistake for them.
I think they need a new head coach because clearly the two of them hate each other, and I think it's starting to affect Kyler in the locker room and affect him personally.
Yeah.
I think don't discredit the fact of Cliff Kingsbury being an offensive coordinator somewhere else in this league.
He should be.
Just saying.
Fuck it. Fire Byron and bring Cliff in. Fire Byron regardless.
I'm just gonna
Who
say,
would you rather have?
Fire Ben McAdoo and bring.
Okay, yeah, Ben McAdoo he doesn't need to have a job right now.
Who would you rather have, Byron Leftwich or Matt Patricia?
Byron Leftwich.
I say that was a bad take by me from the Chicago Bears game. Didn't that one sat well. I believed it at the time. All right. I'm going to backpedal on that statement a little bit. I still kind of believe it now. I just don't think anyone on that team trusts Mac Jones. And that's why they're playing super duper conservative on offense. We'll get to that later.
We'll definitely talk about Mac Jones in a second.
Let's talk about them when we talk about the next week's picks.
Yeah.
Because they got an interesting game against
the Cardinals. Baltimore's the most likely.
He's going to Baltimore. Baltimore's not letting him go.
They're probably going to franchise him.
Baltimore just needs to... They just need to suck it up, give him what he wants, contract-wise. But also, like, Baltimore hasn't done anything other than, like, tailoring the offense towards him. They haven't done anything personnel-wise to help him out. They don't have a receiver.
They really don't look good.
No, they do, because they don't have any offensive weapons other than Lamar.
Mark Andrews, but Mark Andrews has not looked good since his injury.
No.
Who else do we want to talk about? Oh, we got to talk about the Dolphins and 49ers.
Yeah, what we call the potential Super Bowl matchup turned out to be a pretty boring game.
An unfortunate game.
Tua fell apart in the second half. Going into the second half, I knew the 49ers were going to win that game. There's no way that...
I was feeling extremely confident with my Dolphins pick after that first drive, after the first touchdown and the Garoppolo injury. I was like, let's go. I got the Dolphins right. Did not...
I was the only one who picked the 49ers?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were very confident in the fact that we thought Tua was going to be able to play well, but what happened to Tua? Right, Aaron, what happened to Tua?
What happened there?
Dude. USC!
I was going to say, going off of that, though, he went off on USC. Did you hear him at the end? He was like, I'm going to forfeit you! What happened?
We should talk about college at the end of this.
Yeah, we will. We got to talk about the playoff, yeah. But James Drews, if you don't follow him on TikTok. Draws, yeah, definitely follow him on TikTok. But anyway, what happened to Tua in the second half? What happened?
A complete meltdown. Homie threw, 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions?
I think those were his first interceptions since he came back.
Since September.
Yes,
yeah.
Since he came back from the concussion. He fell apart.
They were bad interceptions.
He fell apart. They were bad.
The first one to Jimmy Ward when the receiver fell down wasn't as bad, but again, the receiver wasn't even looking at him.
And he wasn't open. Ward, he had 3 guys.
I know, and Jimmy Ward was. So I'll get to that.
No.
About why? So I think Tua just cannot play good under pressure because a lot of that defensive line was wreaking havoc on this offensive line without both his tackles.
But the 49ers also have the best defense.
Yeah, they have the best defense.
Besides maybe the Commanders.
Yeah. I would say they're a little bit better. Production-wise, they're starting better. Yeah. Personnel-wise,
okay, but
on
the
paper.
Commanders also just got Chase Young back.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The game plan all week for Mike McDaniel should have been get the ball out quick.
You cannot have these long developing routes.
No, you've got 2 speedy guys in Waddle and Hill.
Waddle was hurt, wasn't he?
No, Waddle played.
I thought he got hurt.
No, if he got hurt, it was late, but he was playing. You put one of them on the normal route. Have another one just be like a safe check down. Because even if they're not, but the problem is they can get all that pressure just rushing 4, and then you got Fred Warner, the best coverage linebacker in the league, arguably, sitting there in the middle.
Second best, thank you.
One of the best. Who's first?
Lavonte David.
Shut up. Get your bias out of here, dude.
I'm not. He's literally graded the best.
PFF doesn't mean anything.
That's the grading system.
Yeah, but also Chris Collinsworth kind of does that, so...
No, he doesn't.
I don't know if I really trust that guy.
He just announces the fucking retirement at the very beginning.
Okay.
No, Levante David is...
Yeah, sorry, I should have corrected. Fred Warner is one of the best coverage linebackers, which is inarguable.
No,
whether he's 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's 2.
That's what the PFF says.
Yeah, don't listen to the guy who's been watching Levante David for the past 12
You're
years.
also the guy that wanted to put the Bucks in the top 10.
No!
Power rankings.
I said top 14.
Just shut. That is.
They were at 13.
Yeah, that's
The
what
Bucks suck, dude.
that's what NFL has them at.
You guys suck.
Okay, but NFL also is.
They're
I say NFL's power rankings are just a bona fide rank. They're just a bona fide version
They
of
just
the.
like to blow Brady.
They're just the. I'm trying to
glorified
think of
AP, dude.
No, they're just the glorified rankings. The higher the more wins you have. They don't look at wins. They don't care. They don't look at who you won against and who you lost to. They just look at record. It's the standings.
3, 2, 1.
So you want to move
Joe
on?
Burrow is
Top.
3-0 against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And 0-4 against the Cleveland Browns.
Listen, division games.
But he's the Browns.
I know, but it's, divisions always play close.
They got blown out on Halloween.
Yeah, but the Bengals' offensive line also wasn't playing as good as they are now.
That's true. But Joe Burrow has definitely made his way into the MVP race. And the rest of the games, Monday night sucked. Dallas blew out the Colts. And who really cares about the Chargers and the Raiders? So, MVP race. Who you got?
Jalen Hurts. Still. I mean, they're 11-1, 10-1.
11-1. I want to give it to Jalen.
But he's not the reason they're 11-1.
It's gonna be Mahomes.
I hate that.
Why do you hate that? I think it should be Mahomes.
If we're being honest, if he keeps playing the way he's playing,
Don't say it.
what?
Dak.
No.
Josh Jacobs.
He's the fantasy MVP.
Pretty much, dude.
It shouldn't be a quarterback-centered award.
No, it shouldn't. If they're gonna call it, if they're only gonna give it to quarterbacks, call it the quarterback award.
Yeah.
MVP,
The most valuable player, if you took this player off this team,
Tyreek.
that's exactly who I was going to say.
Tyreek.
If you took Tyreek off the Dolphins, they would not be where they are today.
Yeah, it would suck.
Yeah, but you can't.
If you took Tom Brady off the Buccaneers, I'm not saying he should be MVP, but if you took Tom Brady off this team would be 2-10.
But you could say that about most quarterbacks in the league.
That's true.
If Josh Allen wasn't on the Bills, they'd be bad.
If we're talking about true most valuable player, Geno. DK Metcalf.
I would put Geno.
You can't put DK over two.
No, I'm not
receivers who
saying.
haven't-
Yeah.
You can't.
AJ Brown.
I don't know.
Who else is take off Devontae Adams from the Raiders? What do they got?
Well, you
See,
keep,
that's why
Josh Allen.
keep Devontae
Josh
on.
Jacobs,
Josh
yeah.
Jacobs.
I say keep Devontae on them. They're still under 500.
That's true. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're really talking about most valuable player, you got to consider the fact that if this team did not have this player,
How many wins do you think the Bears would have without Justin Fields?
0.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can't.
but they wouldn't give it to a team.
They won't give it to a team like that, but
Yeah, but he also we didn't know if he was a starting quarterback for the first half of the season.
exactly.
Well,
And now I say now he's doing all of his damage running the football.
I'm saying
not as passing. So
where would not saying he ever should be in consideration, but where would the Lions be without Jamal Williams' 15 touchdowns?
I don't know. Probably DeAndre Swift with
Maybe
13.
Maybe. But it shouldn't be. It should be if this team, even if they're a bad team, if this team did not have this player, where would they be? And that's the most valuable player.
But the problem with that is, I think that would all boil down
Johnny
to
Hecker, Carolina Panthers.
I think I think that would all still boil down to mainly a quarterback award because they touch the ball every single play.
Exactly.
They can look at At some point, the communication between them and the head coach and or offensive coordinator shuts off. It's up to them to look
then
at the
don't
field,
make it the MVP.
Call coverages.
Well, then don't make it the MVP. Make it the MVQ.
They should give MV whatever should be who's the best quarterback, and then there should be 2 offensive players of the year, 2 from each conferences.
I agree.
Then there should be 2 defensive players of the year from each
I
conference.
like that.
All right,
I like
because
that.
every
Kinda
year,
like how the MLB
every year it goes to a pass rusher.
Yeah, it's like how the MLB does it.
Yeah, but it's like, what about what about the corner like Sauce Gardner, who's literally shut down every single corner that he's played?
What is it?
He doesn't
TJ
get the
Watt?
stat. He doesn't get
TJ Watt should have won it last.
He did win it last year.
Not MVP.
No, not
defensive
MVP,
player.
but he won defensive player.
Yeah, because their team was dookie.
Well,
But he should have won MVP. Take away TJ Watt.
he missed games and he's still tied the all-time sack record.
Yeah.
Dude.
But what I'm saying is like, they don't consider like. They don't consider people like Sauce Gardner, like, he doesn't get stats because they don't throw the ball at him. Because he is literally a shutdown corner.
Which is why he's getting consideration for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think you can give him Defensive Player of the Year.
But why not?
Because
He's playing his position perfectly.
Because you could say that, because I think Nick Bosa is playing his position perfectly.
And
I
he
think,
should be Defensive Player of the
I think
Year.
Michael Parsons is playing his
He should
position
be a Defensive
perfectly.
Player of the Year.
I agree that like Sauce Gardner should be on the ballot, but he shouldn't be in contention to be it.
It's just it's such a hard. It's like the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is a popularity contest.
I say Pro Bowl's a fan vote. That shouldn't go towards legacy.
No.
I don't think a lot of people like. That's why whenever you're talking about rankings, they always put Pro Bowl at the end. It's mainly about all pro teams.
I think that's all the video we have. I think that's 32.
That's fine.
Yeah. So, all right, we're out of video, but I mean, we made it to an hour and 25 minutes
Nope, that's
with
all
video. That's pretty good. Yeah.
You take it.
We'll take it for sure. Yeah, I think I was counting down. I think we're at 30 gigs or something like that. So
We'll see how it all works when we're putting it together. So
it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, we haven't fucked around too much where we have to make a lot of cuts.
yeah, just a few.
Yeah, but the MVP really grinds my gears every year. Like that year, who won it? Was it last year that Brady had the insane season? Yeah, Brady led the league in yards
And touchdowns.
and he didn't
Rodgers,
get MVP.
Rodgers.
And Rodgers got it. And I was like, if we're really going to give it to the best quarterback, they didn't even give it to the best quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that at all.
It should have been Brady.
I think Brady should have won last year, for sure.
But they're not going to give it to Brady because Brady's already won it so many times.
So was Aaron Rodgers.
I said Aaron
Exactly.
Rodgers,
So it was Aaron Rodgers.
well, I said Aaron Rodgers just won it the year prior.
Mm-hmm.
MVP's annoying.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway,
So
I
was
think
the
if
Heisman, though. So was the Heisman.
Oh, Heisman! Don't even get me started on the Heisman. Heisman does not go to the best college player at all.
I don't know. Devontae Smith won it as a wide receiver.
How many years ago?
I say
A couple years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Right before he got drafted.
Yeah.
He's
Who?
He's in the second
Devontae
year,
Smith,
so
the wide
3 years
receiver
ago.
from Alabama.
For the Eagles.
Yeah, but he's from Alabama. I think Heisman's is more even than MVP, because at least Heisman you'll get like defensive players on the top 4. You'll get wide receivers, running backs. We've had plenty of running backs win the Heisman Trophy.
But no defensive player since Charles Woodson.
Yeah, but that's because defense in college is so bad.
That is true. Unless you're Georgia.
Well, again, it's team defense, not personnel. Like people aren't putting up crazy stats. It's more of a scheme thing.
If they keep playing the way they're playing, I really hope Joe Burrow gets it. He's putting up monster numbers. He's improved every single week. The Bengals would not be where they are without him. I think the Chiefs would still be a good team,
I know not.
but we don't know. Because Mahomes is so... Well, I mean, you got to think about the years with Andy Reid and Alex Smith.
Yeah, but Alex Smith
They were fine.
Alex Smith is he's a really good quarterback.
But he's not.
But he's not Mahomes.
I know, but
And they were still fine.
yeah, but they also still had
It's coaching. I feel like the Chiefs is
not
coaching.
okay. You could argue that other years, but not this year. His wide
No,
receiving
not
core
this year, yeah.
His wide receiving core is way worse, and he's playing.
It's true.
If you look at the advanced metrics, this is the best season of Patrick Mahomes'
Still
career.
has Kelsey. Though.
He still has Kelsey, but
as a safety net.
Dude shit poopster gets knocked out every week.
Their second best receiver is Marquez Valdez-Scantling,
who drops every ball.
Yeah, there's a reason why the Packers were like, "Oh, we don't have Devontae Adams. I don't want you either."
Justin Watson, who came from the Bucs, he's a good fourth wide receiver.
Yeah, they're good. Their best wide receiver
is a good second on every team.
Yeah.
So, if anybody, it's going to be Mahomes or Burrow. I really don't think they're going to give it to Jalen Hurts.
I think I don't know. Because look at Jalen's passing and rushing numbers.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing. He's rushing the football probably second best behind.
But it's such a cliche. I know that's what they do every year, but just give it to the best team.
I just want to say Jalen Hurts was plus 900 to start the season.
I would have bet on him.
MVP. Plus 900.
That's what, 9-1?
Yeah.
That's
bet $10 and win 90.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Bucks are plus 900 right now to win the Super Bowl.
That's a waste of money.
I wouldn't take that.
With $10?
No.
You better off just go buy yourself a 4-piece Supreme combo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you can get 9.
Can we talk about how Bojangles has gone up in price?
Everything's gone up in price.
Yeah, that's just called
cookout trays are $8 now.
Yeah,
thanks to Biden.
It's not that.
It's
the inflation.
I say, dude,
it's not has no control. It's the world. It's the world.
I say inflation happens. There's even if there's still somewhat of a supply chain shortage,
which is bullshit.
Well, because you got to think during COVID, you had this time of super high demand and decently high supply. All of a sudden, your supply tanks because of COVID for like a year and a half, and your demand increases exorbitantly. Yeah. So now they're still trying to have to build back some of those exorbitant demand just to reach back to normal, but their supplies have only been going do. It'll eventually come back to somewhat of a normal time period.
I mean, the economy kind of fucking sucks right now, but everybody's still spending because the demand is so high.
Yeah.
They said, like, this was the most expensive fucking Thanksgiving in history. Well, yeah, because inflation's at an all-time high. Yeah. Gas prices are going down, not rapidly, but they are going down. So that's a good sign. When the price of gas and milk starts to go down, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Bro, eggs are expensive.
Well, they're still getting gas out of the oil reserves right now, so that's fantastic.
But that's also a product
of... Well, that's what they're for!
No, it's for war. That's what the reserves are for.
They're not. They're for times of need.
They are, bro.
I don't like that shit.
Is that so? Food supplies for times of war, not when there's a food shortage.
Well, I wasn't talking about food.
What's the difference? It's a necessary good.
It is true.
That's
why they're pushing electric cars.
Yeah, because those have to reach 100,000 miles before they actually counteract the.
That's true.
The stuff. People don't realize what they have to go through to fucking mine the lithium.
Because it doesn't happen here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody cares it doesn't happen in the United States.
You got kids in Africa mining lithium for Elon, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, the world is perfect on electronic vehicles."
Actually, one of the biggest lithium mines is here, but we haven't started tapping it yet because we're not going to tap into our reserves until the rest of the world is gone.
Listen, not to get all philosophical.
Not to get political, but
I'm not even trying to go political. I'm just trying to go like somewhat philosophical. Just the way the world is a shitty place.
Sucks.
The world sucks. You just have to accept that fact.
Oh, it's always gonna suck, dude. It's never gonna be utopia.
The world will always suck. The world will always be bad. Life will always be tough. And you just got to accept that as a fact and live life knowing that is a constant.
Yeah, the world's never gonna be utopia, bro. Nothing's ever gonna be the way that it should be.
Nothing's ever going to be perfect.
No, hell no.
And
it's impossible.
You just got to accept the fact, like Ryan said, you just got to accept the fact that life's going to suck and just live your life the best you can.
Yeah, once you can accept that.
So the whole saying, life's unfair, fucking deal with it, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that has a very negative connotation to it. If you can, like, spin that to a positive way and just be like, I'm going to live the best life I can, knowing that there's going to be obstacles ahead of me and stuff that's going to keep me from living the absolute best, if I can still live...
Don't worry about the stuff you can't control.
Yeah, control what you can control. Complain about what you can control. What stuff's out of your control. There's no sense complaining.
And that's why we complain about sports every week.
Yeah,
because we have such control.
I've got a control of who I can like and don't like.
You know what we have a control of?
The
power rankings. Segway!
The power within.
Power within.
The power within.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many people out there that have so much money, we don't even know who they are.
Bro, I was...
The Arabian princes.
Not
say-
even that. Not
trillions of
even
dollars.
that. It's like there are
You heard that Joe
people
Rogan
who
clip
run the
too?
world.
I laugh every time that people say Elon Musk is the most rich man in the world. I'm like,
You don't even know.
yeah,
People don't even
okay,
know.
bro. Okay.
People don't even know how many rich people there are out there. By the way,
Power rankings.
the Broncos have rich owners, and they're 32nd in our power rankings.
But hold on, so they bought they bought the team after all these hires came into place,
Yeah.
which is why like I've got no problem. I think they're just gonna be like they're the owners of Walmart.
I know, as I say, the Wally World owns the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, dude, this team's gonna look nothing like. They're gonna gut the team. John Elway's gone, Nathaniel Hackett's
John
gone.
Elway's gone?
They
Like, gone?
He should be. He's not dead.
No, I know that.
He should, bro. He hasn't been able to get a quarterback.
Since Peyton Manning.
Nothing has
Peyton
worked
Manning
for him.
had 7 touchdown passes in his first game as a Bronco. Russell Wilson has 8 in week 14.
It's ridiculous, dude. He's so bad.
Like if the owners of this team are looking at this as a long-term investment, not a short-term gain, you got to move off. You got to move off everybody. Hackett, John Elway, all the front office staff. Try to salvage anything for Russell Wilson. Hope there's a desperate team out there somewhere.
the Panthers.
You mean the trade for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably stupid enough.
Dude,
to
they need to
retake him
just
in Carolina too.
they need to trade him and just swallow and accept as much of that cap hit that they're going to get, regardless.
I think they need to give him another year to see if it was Nathaniel Hackett or if it really is Russ, which I think it is Russ.
It's Russ.
But
It's both, but it's more Russ than it is Nathaniel Hackett.
yeah, they're 32nd.
They're bad. They're bad.
The Texans are 31. The only reason we moved the Texans up for the first time in like 9 weeks is because we really are shitting on the Broncos.
Well, and we also think that if those two played,
the Texans would win.
Yeah.
Because I think they can score more than 16 points.
Well, and the Texans are able to hold somewhat with higher caliber teams.
Yeah.
The
Texans have not looked
bad.
unwatchable.
No, they have not. Broncos have.
Yeah, the Broncos have been unbelievably unwatchable. The Texans, I truly just think they're just trying to lose.
Well, the Texans is a bad roster who's outperforming the roster. The Broncos is a good roster who's just shitting on themselves constantly.
And then above the Texans at 30, we have the Colts. You cannot go up in the power rankings when you are almost tied going into the third quarter. And
Going into the fourth.
Going into the fourth quarter. And then you go 33 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. 33!
That's
Not 3!
That's more than the Broncos have scored the entire season.
That's more than the Buccaneers have scored all season. 33 unanswered points.
Hold on.
That's as much as the Cowboys are averaging every game.
Yeah.
Since week 7.
And I'm not saying that the Cowboys are an amazing team. I think that they're going to be first round exits like they always are.
Nope.
But Colts.
What happened?
How did you even let 33 points happen?
Well, because you have Matt Ryan throwing like 3 INTs in the fucking final quarter of the game.
Yeah, that does help. By the way, I got a little statistic for us that might affect the power rankings a little bit up ahead. So the Browns beat the Texans 27-14. They didn't have a single offensive touchdown.
Oh, I know that.
They had a 76-yard punt return,
They had 2 special...
a fumble return,
Yeah.
a field goal, a pick six, and a field goal.
That's 27. Yeah, that's 27. That's 27?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns. And
3 touchdowns.
Oh, 3 touchdowns. Oh, 2 defensive touchdowns. 1
special teams.
That's 21 plus 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Look, I don't think Deshaun Watson's going to look that bad the rest of the season. He looked like he was throwing a ball that was weighing 100 pounds. But who knows? He's a pedophile.
You know, speaking of, I say...
Not a pedophile, he's a pervert.
Yeah, speaking of people who have charges against them, did you see the report about that Bills punter? No, he got... So, Per Adam Schefter, San Diego County District Attorney's Office has completed its review of an alleged sexual assault in October against former Bills punter Matt Ariza. They claimed ultimately prosecutors determined it is clear the evidence does not support the filing of criminal charges and there is no path to potential criminal conviction.
So she lied.
Yeah, I don't know about lie, but there's no evidence that.
So it was probably consensual, and she was trying to.
There should be a crime for like falsely accusing someone of.
Not gonna ever happen.
It won't ever happen.
That's your utopia there, but
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
I know, dude,
welcome
but
to
it's
the real world.
fucking crazy. There should be some sort of punishment, where, like
Yeah, like lying on the road.
just accusing someone of something that they didn't do and fully, and like you said, lying under oath, going and.
I say now
That's ridiculous.
Well, but it's not a law, but now he could sue her for defamation,
of character.
Yeah.
and he could sue her for the amount of money he would have earned this season because
He's a good punter.
He was a monster punter. You see that first punt he did in the preseason? He was like 70-something yards.
He's a good punter.
He should get a job if teams are willing to look past it. If
They will. They will.
Yeah,
Look at Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but he's a quarterback. There's a difference between a quarterback and a punter.
Yeah, but one's found guilty and one's found not guilty, or at least one's settled.
One settled with 23 women.
Yeah.
Anyway, above the Colts, we have the Rams at 29. They just signed Baker Mayfield, so they automatically lose a spot for that.
Yep, fair point.
I just don't think that the Rams are looking very good at all.
Plus they're injured.
They're desperate.
They're in a tailspin.
They're desperate.
They should just well, they don't have their first round pick, so never mind. Who owns their first round pick? Oh, the Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions own their first round pick, so
Who
would have thunk?
Well, I was going to say who'd have thunk they won the trade, but the Rams got a Super Bowl out of it, so.
That's facts.
Yeah, but they're going to be in fucking turmoil for the next 10 years.
Okay.
They still got
the
a Super
Lions
Bowl.
haven't won a playoff game.
The Lions have never been to a Super Bowl.
The Lions had. I have never been alive at a point where the Lions have won a playoff game.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
They won like 10 years ago.
No, they didn't. The Lions have not won a playoff game since like 1996.
Yeah, it's been since '96. They haven't won.
Oh, they were in the playoffs.
Yeah, they have not won one. I've never been.
They didn't win one with Stafford?
No. One of my best friends in high school was a massive Detroit fan, and he was always like, "I've never." His dream in life was to be alive to see the Lions.
100% honest. It was getting to that point with the Bucks. They hadn't won one since like 2004. They hadn't won one since the Super Bowl in 2002, and I was like, damn.
1996. They've had 2 Hall of Fame players quit early on them.
Yeah, poor Barry Sanders.
Poor Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, that too.
Megatron.
Above the Rams in 28, we had the Saints.
Dookie. Stop riding Dalton.
Is Dennis Allen a one and done coach?
No.
Yeah.
They're too injured.
Okay, but also
Hey, what happened to your 15-3 lead? What happened?
16-3.
16-3. What happened? Tom Brady happened. You fucking bitch. Above the Saints, we have the Bears.
That's a choice.
The Bears are gonna be fine. They need to rebuild that defense, but I think they're gonna be fine. They don't have any receivers. Darnell Mooney went on injured reserve.
Money with 2 O's.
Money with 2 O's. Shout out to Bengal. Above the Bears, we have the Arizona Cardinals. I don't like Kyler. I don't like this team. I think this team needs to be gutted. Cliff Kingsbury needs to be out. Quite honestly, fuck it. Panthers trade for Kyler.
No. No.
Above the Cardinals, we have the Falcons, who just seem to always lose close games. This week, they lost to the Steelers. So they just continue to lose close games. They're still 1 game out of first place in the NFC South, mind you. They're 5-8. The Bucks, the Succaneers are at 6-6. Above them, unfortunately, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to fall to 24. The Trevor Lawrence injury looked pretty nasty when it happened, but apparently it was only just a dislocated toe or something. Like they said, it's just a toe injury, so not sure there. Panthers are going to move up.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the Panthers are going to... Yeah, the Panthers are going to move... No, they're going to stay the same. They're going to stay the same, but we were debating on moving them up because they traded away Baker Mayfield. They were on bye, so we didn't get to see the Panthers this week.
Why didn't they trade him away? Just released his
Oh, yeah, they just released his ass. Never mind. I don't know why I said they traded them away. It's getting to be that point of the night. It's 8 o'clock. It's time for bed. Above them are going to be the Browns. The Browns are going to fall back a couple. Are they going to fall? Yeah, the Browns are going to fall even though they won because Deshaun Watson did not look good. As Ryan mentioned earlier, they won a game and did not score a single offensive touchdown. The first offensive touchdown came from the fucking Texans in the fourth quarter when they made it 27-14. So that was pretty disappointing. And we also just dropping them for the fact that they still have, him on their roster.
A predator.
A predator on their roster. The Steelers are going to drop even though they won, mainly because we're moving up a couple of teams in our power rankings. And I'm going to take us to that 20th team. And that 20th team is going to be the Detroit Lions. The hometown favorite.
Our babies.
House team.
A house team. If the Lions win out, they have a very good potential to make the playoffs. And that's all I'm going to say there. Who wants to take the middle 10 all the way up to the 10th spot here?
I'll go ahead and do that.
Go ahead.
So coming in the 19th position, we have the Raiders. Josh Jacobs has really been showing his balls out in all these games.
Another team that if they win out, they could make the playoffs.
They could be dangerous for sure. Above the Raiders, we have the Packers. Stinky. And above the Packers, we have the Bucks.
Stinkier.
Stinky.
Let me just take a second here.
Stinky.
Let me just take a second here.
Stinky.
When
Uh-oh.
Leonard Fournette leads the team in receptions, somebody needs to be fired. And that somebody, 4 weeks ago, should have been Byron Leftwich.
Byron.
When Donovan Smith, our left tackle, leads the league in holding penalties.
Yes, sir.
And he is a top 5 paid left tackle. Somebody needs to be fired. And that somebody needs to be Byron Leftwich. That's all.
Okay.
Ryan, computer.
I think, who do you think should have gotten fired first? Byron Leftwich or Nathaniel Hackett?
Byron Leftwich.
Nathaniel
Nathaniel Hackett should have gotten fired the day
first
he's
game.
signed.
Fucking.
Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Julio Jones, K. Dotton,
Put Julio Jones in
Cameron
the back
Brady.
of that list, my guy.
Yeah,
Rashad White,
Julio Jones is
Leonard Fournette. We are averaging 19 points a game.
Do you know how much the Broncos would give to average 19 points a game?
A lot because they'd be 10-2.
Yeah.
If the Buccaneers would score 20 points a game this season, we would be 10-2 and 1 game behind the Eagles. Who's above the Buccaneers?
Above the Buccaneers, we have Bill Belichick's left nut.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
With the Pats, they got some of the best defense in the league.
We got the baby goat above the goat.
That's facts.
They're still in playoff contention, but I don't think they're going to make it.
No, I don't think so either. I feel like if they played the Bucks, they'd smack the shit out of them right now. Because they'd hold them to 3 points the entire night.
Like the Saints did.
And then above the Patriots, we have the Chargers taking the 15th spot. Above the Chargers, we have the Titans. If Derrick Henry gets his run game together, he's definitely the whole piece of that team. So if they get him going, I could definitely see them beating the Chargers. That's why they're there. 14. At 13, you have the Giants hitting a bit of a slide. I think they go 1-4 in their last games of the season here.
1-3.
1-3. Sorry, 1-3 in the last games of the season. And then above them, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Without Lamar, he's basically half their offense.
75.
So, you didn't have an offense.
Yeah, it's gonna drop them quite a bit. I think Huntley's not bad. I said that earlier at the start of this podcast, like episode 1, episode 2. Is like Huntley's not a bad backup quarterback. He's just never gonna fill those positions and holes that Lamar does. And above them, filling out the 11th spot, we have the Seattle Seahawks with Geno. It's sad that the tie between the Giants and the Commies might keep the Seahawks out of the playoffs, but I think if the Seahawks keep playing the way they're playing, they'll be able to beat out the Giants for that playoff spot.
True.
Who's taking the top 10?
Ryan.
Well, I haven't spoken yet, so I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. So just a quick speak about the Seattle Seahawks. I did say earlier that I don't think that they're going to retain Geno, and I'm going to stick by that. Even though they're having a miraculous season, literally nobody saw this season coming for the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
I really just don't think that, obviously, the 30-some-year-old Geno Smith is in their long-term plans.
No.
There's just no, yeah, he's having a great season, but
This is not.
are you really going to sign him to a 3-year deal? No, you're not going to do that.
Someone will.
Somebody will. It might be the Giants. It might be the Jets. It might be, if Trey Lance can't come back in time, it might be the 49ers. So who knows? It might be the Patriots.
I know not.
I know not.
I know not.
Not going to happen?
Bailey Zappi, baby.
Oh, Bailey Zappi 2023.
Yes, sir.
All right, who's in the 10th spot there? Ryan?
Despite the tie, we still have the Commanders 3 spots ahead.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Top 10.
So, while the Giants have been on a downward trajectory recently, the Commanders have been going straight up.
I think they're 5-1-1.
They're only, something like that.
Or 6-0-1 or something like that.
I might be 5-1-1.
Yeah.
But ever since Taylor Heineke took over from that filthy garbage quarterback that is Carson, middle name Wentz, Commanders have been playing really good football. And they're getting healthier. Chase Young's coming back to only bolster that defensive line even more. At number 9, we got Mike White and the New York Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Still good defense. Think the offense will start cooking a little
Jordan
bit more.
Whitehead, who left the Bucks very sadly.
Playing good?
Playing extremely good for the Jets.
Yeah. Well, it's easy for defenses to play good when Robert Saleh is your head coach.
That's true.
At number 8... Did we think of... Oh, never mind. Yeah, number 8, we have the San Francisco 49ers. Part of this is because we kind of want to see what happens with Jimmy Garoppolo being gone. Mm-hmm. Think you might...
Potentially could come back for the playoffs if they make it deep enough.
Potentially.
But if you're making it that...
surgery,
but if you're making it that deep with Brock Purdy, are you really going to pull Brock Purdy?
Depends. Are they winning because or despite?
That's true.
Because that defense is so good, they could be winning despite Brock Purdy's.
Well, remember last year they beat the Packers by Garoppolo throwing 8 passes.
Yeah, but also part of that, the only reason why he threw that many passes was because of the weather.
Yeah.
It was super cold.
Still.
It was super cold.
Still 8.
It was super cold. They're a good running team, and the Packers are a bad running team, and cold weather really helps with running the football. Number 7, despite losing to them, we still have the Miami Dolphins. I think this is kind of going to be a little bit of an outlier loss. You didn't have both tackles on the Dolphins. They should bounce back from
And
this.
the 49ers have one, if not the best defense.
Yeah. Definitely probably the best defensive line. Number 6, we have the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bungholes.
Just beat the Chiefs. They've been playing real good.
3-0.
I thought it was 4-0 in their last 4 games.
No, I meant against Mahomes. Sorry.
Oh yeah, 3-0 against Mahomes. Right above them, we have the Buffalo Bills, number 1 seed in the AFC.
They are?
Yeah, they are the number 1 seed because they hold the
Oh, because
tiebreaker.
they have the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
We have them way lower.
Well, I
still don't believe in them.
I still don't believe in them. Josh
They have a
Allen.
hard schedule to finish out.
Yeah, and Josh Allen has been playing great since that elbow injury.
It's true.
Number 4, we have the Minnesota
They're
Vikings.
just there because of record.
Yeah, I think they're still worse than their record shows.
I wouldn't bet my life savings on them in a playoff game.
They'll be one and done.
Oh yeah.
A team
Also will be one and done.
No,
no, they
I
won't.
disagree.
Because especially since it's looking like they're going to be playing at Tampa. We got number 3.
Yeah, well, one of those 3 losses that the Cowboys have? At Tampa.
It's week
Well,
1.
they wouldn't be playing it at Tampa
Yes, they
because
would.
Tampa
Yeah, they
would
would.
be a
Yes, they
fucking
would.
wild
Yeah.
card.
No, they weren't.
No.
Tampa wins their division, bitch.
Yeah, division winners host playoff games.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so gay, dude. That's so stupid.
Hey, we win the division
should
at
be-
8 and 9, baby. We getting that playoff victory.
Yeah, there was also.
You think you're gonna get 8 wins?
I say that was also week
Yeah, we
1.
have 6 right now.
That was also week 1, and as of week 1, we thought Joe Burrow was shot and the
We still
Bengals
have
were
to play the
bad.
Falcons and the Panthers.
So I'm kind of not taking a whole lot of credit out of that game. Plus, it's also, now the Cowboys have moved over to Pollard playing a lot more. Yeah. CD Lamb has kind of grown into that number one receiver a lot more. They've kind of... Everyone's been moving up one Gallup from what?
I know we have to play the 49ers and the Bengals.
And the Cardinals.
Number two and number one really haven't changed. We got number two at the Kansas City Chiefs. Despite the loss, they're still a great football team. That was a close game late. Probably would have won if Travis Kelce didn't pull a Mike Evans and just went down to the ground. And at number one, we got...
Hey!
What?
Mike Evans doesn't make catches anymore. What you talking about?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Number one, we got 11-1?
Yeah.
11-1 Philadelphia Eagles.
They stomped the Titans. That's why they moved.
Stomped the shit. And I thought the Titans were pretty good because they're so well coached, and we thought Derrick Henry was gonna, just wrong.
Let's see what happens the rest of the season. They're gonna win their division by default, but let's see what happens. Let's see how they finish out.
I love how you automatically counted Panthers as a dub whenever he beat you 21-3 earlier in the season.
It's a fair point. And that was with a worse head coach?
And you guys lost to the Browns 23-17, and you guys beat the Saints on a last second play in the fourth quarter.
Win's a win.
Well,
and a loss is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And you lost pretty bad.
And you're about to lose to the 49ers, the Buccaneers. I guarantee you lose to the Cardinals.
We're going to lose to the Buccaneers?
Oh, sorry, to the Bengals.
Yeah, you want to move on to Week 14?
Let's run this fast.
You guys might lose out.
No, we're not going to lose out. Come on.
All right, let's.
We still have Tom Brady. And that defense. The defense is fine.
I could see you losing out.
Defense is fine.
We didn't do Jason Garrett, but it's all good.
We'll do Jason Garrett later. I don't give a fuck about Jason Garrett right now.
Yeah, right now he's 51%.
Our homie's tired. We've been doing this for 2 hours.
All right, so Thursday Night Football, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the LA Rams. The Baker Mayfield headed...
If Baker Mayfield plays in this game, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm going to be happy because I'm the only one out here who's got the LA Rams winning.
I guarantee you Jason Garrett's probably going to take it with you.
I sure hope so. Well, actually, yeah.
Look, the Raiders are hot. The Raiders are looking better. Their defense has been playing better. And they seem like they're playing really hard for Josh McDaniels. So I'm going to take the Raiders.
I do agree that they seem to really like Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, they were all saying that they should fire his ass. And I'm like, but they like him.
And the media has been. The media's not in the locker room.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm rolling with the Raiders because I have...
At Moochie's Tavern?
Yeah.
That place fucking sucks. Sorry, he just showed me someone got a $100 tip.
A bitch got a $100 tip off a $19 tab, bro.
Somebody's simping.
Must be nice to be a woman sometimes.
Yeah, except the fact that you bleed out your
hoo-ha
every month.
Yeah, well, I don't get
objectified.
I don't get $100 tips and get to get laid whenever I want.
That is true.
So
men are horny.
Yeah, but
that's why you have a girlfriend. You can get laid anytime you want.
Must be nice to have one of those, Dominic.
Must be nice to have a horny girlfriend. My kids listen to this. All right, Bill.
They're not gonna make it 2 hours deep. They're fine.
Yeah, but we're 2 hours deep talking about the NFL. They're gonna skip. That's all right. We can edit this out, right?
Nope. It's not possible to edit it out.
I'm gonna tell Ashley to skip to 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Who do you got winning this week again?
The Raiders.
All
right, want to move on to the Sunday slate?
Jason's got the Raiders.
Let's move on to the Sunday slate.
Okay.
Bills, because I just don't think that the Jets have
revenge game versus the Jets.
Yeah, it's a revenge game. It's in Buffalo. It's going to be cold as fuck, even though the Jets play in the cold. I don't think the Jets... I love the Jets, but I just don't think they can get it.
I think the Jets win. Hence why I picked them, because the Jets...
We're off the rails.
Because the Jets really should have beat Minnesota last week. If it wasn't for an abnormal 1 of 6 in the red zone performance, they would have won.
Oh, I thought that was the knob.
Yeah, I got you, boy.
No, I thought that was the knob.
Oh, you need your keys?
No, I thought that was the knob free. Hand me my keys after this
Give this man the keys.
Next, we got the Browns and the Bengals. Joe Burrow is 0-4 against the Browns.
Once again, we're all four just rooting against Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not. Well, no. That's why I'm picking the Bengals. Bengals.
Well, I think the Bengals because they're gonna win, but also fuck the Predator, dude.
I'm picking the Bengals because the Browns have one of the worst run Ds in the league, and Samaje P. Ryan is kind of... What? I said his name!
Not that!
Oh. And Samaje P. Ryan has looked really good at the running back position, and Joe Mixon's coming back.
Nah.
The rule is if you pick your hometown favorite team to win, you gotta take a swig.
He's not from Cincinnati.
Yeah, but he picked the Steelers.
I'm not from Pittsburgh!
Well, you still picked them to win.
He's from Boston.
Get that shit out of here.
Did you even pick the Pats?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
Okay. We're not there yet.
We're not there.
The Pats. Oh,
We
Fuck
got
the Texans, they're not winning.
Yeah.
Cowboys all around. Fuck the Vikings, they're not winning. Lions all around.
Lions household, baby.
Oh, the Lions are favored.
Yeah, well, because Lions are good at home.
Lions are favored by 3.
I would hammer the Vikings.
Can I get an alternate line to Lions minus 7.5?
Yeah, can we get like a favorable line for the Lions? Like, come on.
Hold on, I'm gonna look what the line is for the Vikings.
All right, so next we
Aaron,
got.
I gotta ask you, why are you picking the Jaguars?
Why are you picking the prince that was promised?
Well, because Derrick Henry's been on a slump the past 2 weeks.
But the Jags have one of the worst rush defenses in the league.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to be different.
Yeah, you gotta take some shots.
Yeah.
That's why I'm picking the Giants the next week against the Eagles.
Yeah. You just kind of,
Look, I honestly think this could be a trap game for the Eagles.
I can't have
Who do the
another
Eagles play
identical week to fucking chase, so I gotta switch it up one time.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, Chase has got to calm down with that shit, bro. He really did go identical with you besides the Jaguars.
I know.
Well, also there's 6 teams on bye, so this is the last week of buys.
Yes.
Yeah, this is last week. I picked a lot. Dude.
Ryan, you picked a lot of
Me and
teams.
you picked a lot of different ones. One of us is having a great week. One of us is gonna.
Hey, the Vikings are plus 115, by the way.
What does that mean?
It means it's 100 to win 115. So if I bet
So you
10,
you win $15.
well, you'd win 115.
So you bet 100.
To win
you would
100.
get your 100 back plus another 115.
Yes.
Please, for the love of God, bet on the Vikings.
No, wouldn't that be you?
You get $15.
Yeah, you'd only win $15.
No, I'd win 115.
No way.
Look.
No, that would be
Plus 115. If
Put
I
$100
if I risk
Put $100.
$100, right? I would win 115.
Yeah, so that would mean
It
you
doesn't-
win your 100 back.
Yeah, you got your 100 back.
Win
And then you
100
win-
back, but it's not taking it out of my account.
Yeah, but that means you win $15.
Oh well, yeah, technically.
That's
yeah.
what I said.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay, well the Jets are plus 335
God, how
over
Keller
the
gonna
Bills.
say
All right,
that out
take the
quick.
Jets. What does that mean?
But so it would be 100 to win $335.
So you'd win $235.
Who do the Jets play? Bills? Dude, that's the easiest pick of the year.
Yeah, actually, honestly, do that. Not $100. Well, tell Nick to do $100.
Dude, the spread is 9.5.
Why are we all picking the Steelers? Oh, because Ravens don't have a quarterback.
You know what? Let me swap it. Let me take Huntley.
All right, I'll fix
And the
it in a
Ravens.
second. I don't like it.
I'm gonna take Huntley and the Ravens in that one.
I like that. I really do. But their offense has been so atrocious the last couple of weeks. I think the Steelers' defense is good enough to hold them. Honestly, like I'm still getting some good analysis in here, even though I'm kind of on the deep end. But Chargers, I have no faith in them. I don't know, 4 and pluses. Yeah.
Oh.
I have faith in the Chargers. Hence why I picked them to win.
I don't know, man. He needs to be. Him and Hackett need to go.
Yeah, Brandon Staley's gone
Brandon
off.
Staley needs to go.
Brandon Staley was hired as a defensive coach, and the defense blows more than a.
They're my now
Corner store.
current. I won 3 Super Bowls with the Commanders in Madden. I'm now on the Chargers.
Oh, you are?
I'm on the Chargers.
Oh, nice.
I have never really done the Chargers before, but
Well, because they've always had
a decent team.
a decent team.
This
now
is
they
a
have,
decent team, but
On
I really
paper.
like the intrigue of rebuilding the defense.
Yeah, they're also. It's an older defense.
I traded for Tariq Woolen,
Who?
the really
yeah,
standout
yeah.
rookie from Seattle.
Yeah. That's the rookie I was thinking about for rookie of the year. He's got more picks. He's
Tariq
that.
Woolen should win defensive rookie of the year.
Listen, if
He's got
Trayvon,
7 picks.
I say if Trayvon Diggs wins defensive player of the year last year for being a horrible cornerback who just happens to get thrown the ball so much he picks it off.
He won defensive player of the year. Oh, for the NFC, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because he had a crap ton of picks, but because he was so bad.
I like it when they call him Trevor Diggs. When he fucks up so bad. Did you see that one? It was like, I don't know who it was against, but the corner, they're running,
You got this.
the wide receiver made like a simple like cut to the inside and right back outside. Trayvon Diggs just took off towards the inside. He left him wide open.
Yeah, he is the Bruce Arians of cornerbacks.
Risk it or biscuit, baby.
Yeah.
No, risk it for the biscuit.
Pick your touchdown.
We are all... Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going with the San Francisco 49ers because God, Tampa Bay fucking sucks.
Yeah. I have the score being 13-16.
I have the score being 31-3.
No.
We're going to get a scoregami here.
No, the Bucks...
You're not going to put up more than 10 points.
The Bucks have a good
You're not putting up more than 10 points.
Defense.
Which is why this is going to be scoregami at 6-1.
Is it?
How would you get 1?
It is possible.
How would you get 1?
It is possible.
How do you get 1?
You have to...
San Francisco would score a touchdown. They go for the field goal. It gets blocked by Tampa.
Point.
Tampa starts to return it.
They fumble it.
They
And then San Francisco runs it back, and then they fumble it, and then the Bucks pick it up
in the end
zone, and it's a 1-point safety.
Or say if or here's an easy way to do it. San Francisco kicks the point after it gets blocked. San Francisco recovers and tries to run it in. That they then
They
fumble it.
And it's a safety, and it's a 1-point safety because it was technically a 1-point.
It has never happened in the NFL. It has happened in college like twice. We're due. It's due.
You know what? If we lose 6-1, I'll be okay with it.
No, you won't.
I'll take the 1. I didn't watch the Saints game. I didn't watch it. I watched like the first 7 minutes before the Broomball game. I'm done with the Bucks this season. We're gonna go to the playoffs because we're gonna win the lousy division.
It's a terrible division.
But we're gonna be first round exits, especially if we play Dallas, we're gonna be done.
If the Bucks win this week, effectively they might have secured the division.
If the Falcons lose, yeah.
Well, the Falcons are on bye. So if you're
the Saints are on bye.
If you're the
Panthers would need to lose.
If the Falcons,
we need to win 2 more games
next week. If you're the Falcons, do you start?
You need to start Desmond Ridder.
That's what I was gonna say.
You need to start Desmond Ridder.
Moving on to the next game, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Seattle Seahawks.
Look, it'd be advantageous for the Buccaneers if the Panthers won this game, because I want weaker opponents in the playoffs. Even though I don't really think Seattle's that big of a threat. Oh wait, I don't even care because never mind. Go ahead.
Who do you have winning?
Seahawks.
You didn't say. Aaron, who you got winning?
The Seahawks.
Aaron's out at this point. Aaron's checked out.
The Seahawks.
And I have the hometown team, the Carolina Panthers, win this football game.
I think of any interim coaches that have taken over in the middle of the season.
If it was in Carolina, I would take Carolina.
But I truly
because it's in Seattle, so I want to take in
Seattle.
Seattle.
Steve Wilkes might actually
He's going to be
keep
the coach.
The job.
He is.
I think he might keep the job.
He is. And if he doesn't keep the job, it's like
it's because
fucking racist, bro.
No. All right, let's not bring that into it.
Dude, fucking Steve Wilkes is undefeated
at home. Where the fuck is the Rooney Rule?
Dude, he's fucking undefeated at home, dude.
All right, so you're saying that if Lincoln Riley comes from USC and he goes, I want that job.
No, don't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley's the best offensive coach
Carolina needs some
ever
sort
seen.
of fucking stability in their coaching careers. Like, just stick with somebody,
Maybe
bro.
You should have fired Ron Rivera.
You fucking sent Riverboat Ron down the river like they did.
Like Moses.
Yeah, fucking, you didn't even part it for him. You just fucking sent him down.
Biblical reference.
They didn't part the Red Sea. He didn't. It wasn't a baby. He parted it for himself.
Who was the baby then?
Him!
God.
He was put in a boat. He was put in a little raft and shoved down the river when he was an old man.
I know about Bible.
That sounds like
well, Moses was an adult.
That sounds like a Plankton quote. You should be floating in a box going down the river, Grandma.
Moses, when he was an old man getting the Jews out of Egypt from enslavement, that's when he parted the Red Seas, and a fish on the right-hand side was like, fuck, I'm going to be late to work.
Floating in a box going down the river, Grandma.
Bro, you're never going to believe this. Some old hag parted the seas. I
swear to God, Greg, why are you late to work again? You're not gonna fucking believe this, dude. There was a whole bunch of fucking Jews that were walking through the ocean.
Alright, Kanye.
Look, I'm not saying Kanye. I am not on the level of Kanye, trust me. Hitler was bad.
I'm just a little anti-Semitic.
The Nazis were horrible.
I know not.
I have studied the Nazis, and trust me, that propaganda was some bullshit. Alright. By the way,
I think we should just end it here. Oh,
Ryan, are we riding when Sunday night Wait, it's not Sunday night anymore, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It is
No.
Sunday night.
No.
Oh.
It got flexed. Dolphins Chargers is Sunday night.
Oh, thank God! Because what a horrible game that would have been. Chiefs and Broncos. That's gonna be 40-3.
Are we riding, Ryan? Are we still riding?
Yeah, we are.
Let's ride.
I'm
We're
ready.
not riding.
You know what?
Let's go. What's your reasoning?
Cause fuck it,
fuck it, that's why.
Fuck it, bro. Hold on.
I need to be a little bit different than Aaron.
I've got some. All right, I have.
The Broncos are plus 325. At that point, you might as well.
There's no way they're that high.
The Houston Texans are plus 920 over the Cowboys.
Don't.
No,
I just don't.
I would never, but that would be $10 to win 92.
All right, so I have some. I have some decent analysis to which the Broncos beat the Chiefs.
It would be a typical Cowboys to lose that kind of game.
The Browns are plus 215 over the Bengals.
Take that.
Oh wait, I gotta do my normal.
Go ahead. What's your actual reasoning?
My actual reasoning for the so first of all, it's a division game. Division games are always tend to be a little bit closer.
I'm not taking the Broncos. Mahomes is undefeated against the Broncos.
Yeah, that's true. But the Broncos also have never had Russell Wilson at quarterback.
That does not help them. What is happening here? What did I do?
My boy brought up the code.
So I think the Broncos defense is so good. I think they can hold the Chiefs to under 20. Under 24 points, mainly around. I'm thinking that they could score like the Jags held them to 27 points. The Broncos can hold them to 21. At some point, this Broncos offense has to score the football.
You think?
You're right. I would think and I would hope. Now, also part of this is because I'm cursed. I want the Kansas City Chiefs to win so bad. Every time I pick the Broncos, they lose. It's a win-win.
Right, Aaron, did you pick
If I pick the Chiefs, the Broncos will win by 47.
Actually, that ain't too crazy.
Aaron, are you still on your streak about picking the Panthers wins?
Yeah, he still is.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still like my odds.
Monday Night Football.
This is a bad game.
It's just like the Bucks and the Saints.
This will be.
It's a little worse.
No, this is a little bit better.
I'm taking the Patriots over the Cardinals. I don't like the Cardinals. I don't like Kyler Murray. I don't like Cliff Kingsbury. Aaron, who you taking?
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Fuck it.
Yeah, just because.
Chase is taking the Cardinals, even though he hates the Cards. He's
listen,
he just likes the Cowboys.
Listen, Bill Belichick has never done well against mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, but he also does very well against teams off the bye.
He's not off bye. They played on Thursday against the Bills.
I'm talking about teams that are coming off their bye.
Really?
I think so.
I don't.
No, I don't know. Throw some random stats out there.
Bill is good coming off his bye. Yeah, no. There's definitely an avenue for the Cardinals to win. I'm just like a really dumb, blind Patriots fan. I think I think the Patriots will win. Ramondre Stevenson is about to break the single game rushing yard record.
What is it? Like 300 yards?
And the single game receiving yards record.
All right.
And Brandon Marshall's catching record.
All right, Aaron, what you got?
He's going to catch 22 screen passes.
So I'm going to show you the absolutely most horrific parlay Well, it's not the most horrific, but I wouldn't take this just because the third team.
What is it?
But my 3-team parlay for the week.
Is it money line or
all
spread?
money line? All money line. I'm not actually.
So
money line's out.
Money line means you win outright.
Tell me who's you think will win.
Okay, so this isn't the one I'm gonna take. This is just if you want to be ballsy, go ahead. Okay, so you're gonna take $5 and you're gonna parlay the Vikings,
okay,
the Browns,
very possible,
and the Texans.
not possible.
That would. Be
I would.
Listen.
I wouldn't say not possible.
That would be $5 to win $200.
Do it. Just fuck it. Do it.
It's $5. I will give you $5 if you don't hit it.
I'm bet that one right now. So if I was to do another one, like an actual legit one, I would.
What do you mean? That was actual legit.
So I did do that $5 one, but if I'm doing an actual parlay, I would take the Vikings, and I would take the Browns, and I would also take
Panthers or the Broncos.
I'm gonna take the 49ers.
That's not an underdog.
To cover the spread.
To
cover the spread, 3.5 points.
Yeah. Ooh.
The 49ers.
They would have to win by 4.
They'd have to win by 4.
Ooh, I really only think they're going to win by 3.
But they're okay. So
what are they going to win 3-0?
So the 49ers.
That's the final score of this game. I would shoot myself.
But this is the reason I would take the 49ers in the spread, because the money line, they're minus 180 to win outright. Minus 180. So
they're not favored?
They are favored. The minus is favored.
Yeah, so they're going to give you more winning odds for money line.
Plus was favored.
Plus is not favored. Plus is underdog. That's why it's plus, because you would make more. So the Bucks are plus 160, so they're underdog. So if I bet $100,
you win $16.
I would win 160 back.
So you win $60. All right.
Technically, overall, yes.
Yeah.
But no, because I would get 160 in the bank.
Yeah, but you're net.
You bet $100.
No, but if it won, I would get plus 160.
We need to stop.
Like, you don't understand how betting
No.
I don't put the money up. I don't put the money up. Like, it's risk. So if I bet 100, if I bet 100 on the Bucks and they're plus 160 and they lose, I would lose 100. But if they win, I would win $160 back.
Oh, this betting shit seems kind of easy.
It's pretty nice, dog.
I'm about to lose a lot of money.
I've told you the website. I could get you on the website.
I don't need to get into that.
Just bet against the Bucks.
No, listen.
Just fucking bet the under on the Bucks every week. You'll be right.
Listen,
Honestly, that's the truth.
The problem is that betting culture has gotten so ingrained into sports now.
This can become cheating.
No,
start cheating.
No, the problem
I
is...
swear to God, Mark Ingram was cheating because he went out on that 1 yard line. He went out with that 3rd and 1. I'm like, bro had the Bucks on the money line.
Okay, so the parlay I'm actually taking is the Vikings to win, the Browns to win, and the Jets to beat the Bills. That's $5 to win 142.
Do it.
Confirmed.
That could happen.
Folks.
This has been the Degenerate Betting Session with Aaron, and this has also been the Sport Ball Podcast.
I just want to make one last comment.
Go ahead.
It's about college football.
Oh, yeah. Who do you think's going to win?
Oh, hold on. I just want to say the committee got it absolutely right.
I still would have liked to see USC in it.
But USC got... If
they wouldn't have gotten obliterated...
USC got obliterated by a team they had already lost to.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they wouldn't have gotten obliterated, I think they could have made it. But I don't like... we just need the 12-team.
It's happening in 2 years.
Yeah, I was saying we just need the 12-team play. Because I don't like Ohio State getting in there with not playing a championship game.
Yeah, but they were undefeated. The only reason why they didn't make it to the championship game
is because of Michigan.
It's because Michigan are in the same division of the Big Ten.
Oh.
Yeah, so each conference is split up into 2 divisions. It just so happens that...
It should have been Ohio State versus
Michigan. The reason why Michigan played Purdue is because the other division in the Big Ten is garbage. You have Michigan, Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Penn State all in the same division.
Yeah, okay.
So...
Who do you think's going to... What is it? By the way that they have the graphic, it's Got Come. They finally got it.
We got it.
They finally got it.
Yo, have you seen what the bracket would look like if they did the 12 round?
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Tulane would be in there.
That should be.
Yeah.
They should
Awesome.
be.
Hold on.
So-
hold on.
So we got Ohio State versus Georgia,
Give me Georgia.
and we got Michigan versus TCU.
Give me
Michigan is going to absolutely roll TCU. No, they're going to roll TCU. It's a bad matchup. Michigan plays too physical for TCU. The way to beat Georgia, and it's the same way. So Georgia's defense this year, maybe statistic-wise, is just about as good as last year, but on paper, it's a worse defense from last year. The only loss they suffered last year was against Alabama, and the way they did it was vertical downfield passing because Jameson Williams is still healthy. Jameson Williams got injured in the championship game, which is why I believe Georgia won. Ohio State can absolutely sling it down the field against this Georgia defense. I'm not saying Ohio State's going to win, but this is going to be like a 3-point game, maybe a 7-point game. It's going to be really close. It's going to come down to the wire.
Give me 9 overtimes.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be Georgia, Michigan, and in that case, I think Michigan is a little bit too. I think Michigan's a little bit too physical for Georgia, and I don't think Georgia's good offense is nearly as good as Michigan's offense can be. So give me Michigan.
That's great matchups.
If the round if the 12 team
That's
playoff
not updated.
started today, is it not?
No.
Because TCU is fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
But-
think we get the point though.
We get the point.
It would. I'm very excited for the 12 team.
Who's Clemson? Isn't Clemson playing somebody in the Rose Bowl?
No, they're playing in the Orange Bowl. Clemson's playing
Tennessee. Yeah, they both need to
So
wear
it's
their
the
orange.
perfect. It's the perfect Orange Bowl.
Yeah, they need to both wear their orange.
Yeah, the problem is though is that Tennessee lost their quarterback. Clemson.
DJ Ugalongaway is getting a transfer.
Yeah,
And so is JT Daniels out of fucking Western Virginia after he literally just went there from the transfer portal.
JT Daniels?
Yeah,
I thought he was the quarterback at LSU.
he was.
No, he's the quarterback at LSU right now.
Are you sure?
Who?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, he used to be the Georgia quarterback. JT Daniels used to be the Georgia quarterback, and then he went to West Virginia.
Who am I thinking then? Because
LSU
LSU's quarterback.
LSU's quarterback.
Garrett?
No,
Nussmeier.
no, it's Jaden Daniels. Very close. Jaden Daniels, bad quarterback.
LSU bad team. Fish.
They have a good one.
All right, sport ball.
Sport ball.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you all.
We went off the fucking rails.
Yeah, we did. That was a long podcast, dude.
We went off the fucking rails.
You mind pausing, stopping that one for me?
I got you, my guy.
Fucking long pod. How long is that one?
2 hours and 21 minutes.
2 hours, 24 minutes.
Jesus.
Where's my fucking